Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lara and today we are doing another pick a card reading. It's been such a long time for me filming these videos. This is the first one I'm filming in almost 2 weeks, so I am just happy to be back in the saddle. I know for some people that might not sound like a long time, but it is for me. Anyways, we are doing a video on your feelings versus their feelings, and this is going to apply to anybody who is significant to you at this time. Obviously, this is directed more towards romantic situationships and relationships, but if you feel guided to watch this for somebody who's not necessarily romantic in your life, there's probably a message in here for you as well. Just make sure you filter out all that romantic language that we're going to be using. Also, take what resonates from this reading, leave anything that does not. And so what you're going to do is take a deep breath, relax, and envision the person that you are asking about, the person on your mind. Really hold their energy, their vision in your mind. And you can even ask your spirit guides or the universe out loud, what is my feelings in this connection versus their feelings in this connection? We are asking for the highest level of truth and honesty and accuracy. We are asking so that we may attune to our highest path in this relationship and in our lives and in the world. And this reading is protected and safe, okay? So the intention is set, it's done, and so it is. Now just take a look at all four of these piles and select whichever one you feel most drawn to, and really listen to your intuition on this. It doesn't necessarily have to be because a particular stone is pretty. It really is just whichever one you're feeling most drawn to, and trust that intuition, okay? We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. You can either watch through or skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps. Before we begin, I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to everyone who is subscribed to the channel. You guys are awesome, and if you want to subscribe to my content, I make pick a card readings here on YouTube, as well as additional spiritual chats, and witchy stuff, spells and self-help stuff, so go ahead and subscribe to that. I do offer personal readings one-on-one on my website, spiritpsychic.org. If you are interested, the link to that is always in the description. spiritpsychic.org, not .com. Okay. All right, let's begin. Okay, group number 1, welcome. You guys selected the Moonstone and the Lapis Lazuli, and I would like to talk about these stones for a little bit because they are quite significant. So the Lapis Lazuli, to me, is really a stone that only comes out in matters of jealousy, in matters where we need to really, it really helps people become more mature and more, it gets you out of that jealous energy. So I really do feel like jealousy is somehow a part in this connection. And then Moonstone is, of course, the stone of psychic connection, empathy, as well as compassion for one another, and just infusing so much light and positivity into the way that you view this connection. Group number 1, I was feeling a really heavy energy before I started filming, and I knew, because the thing was, I was gonna go to bed. I have to be up early tomorrow, but I couldn't stop feeling this sense of anxiety, this sense of just heavy energy. And I really do feel like it's coming from your group number 1. There's this sense of relationship anxiety that I'm feeling. There's this sense of just not knowing where this connection's going. There's this sense of, you trying really hard to look on the bright side, and it's kind of giving me is this a red flag or am I crazy type of vibes. But everything's just really confusing. The energy I'm feeling from you is really confusing and just all over the place and really intense, and I really think that if you select the group number 1, you need this reading. Okay, I can feel it. So and I know that the reason why I'm filming this particular subject for today's pick a card is because of you, because I only plan on filming your group and then going to sleep, okay? And I will film the other 3 groups tomorrow, okay? But let's see why you're feeling this way. So the card you selected, and this is going to represent the overall theme or spiritual lesson that you're going through in this connection right now, is the Hermit. Okay, there might be a separation for some of you guys, or just you could even be in a long-term relationship with this person, but there's this feeling of being alone. There's this feeling of being very individualistic right now. You might live separately from each other. You might just not spend that much time together as you would like. or you just might flat out be single right now. You're not even in a relationship with this person, but there is definitely this feeling of just being on your own right now. For many of you, you're not even with this person yet. And for those of you who are actually in a committed connection with this person, there's just some type of energy here where it just feels like you're not quite enmeshed, you know? You live separately, probably. You might not see each other as often as you like, etc. Okay, so that's kind of what you're going through right now. Now, the positive side of the Hermit is that this is really allowing you time to navigate your own path in life and tune into your own sense of individuality and your own light in life. And it really, like, when we are able to spend this time alone, not in any super enmeshed relationships, it really allows us to tune into our purpose, okay? And to really focus on our career, our personal goals, and just ourselves. And so this is kind of a blessed time for you in terms of, you know, getting yourself together and making sure that your light is shining brightly and that your skin's moisturized and that you're happy before you get into any seriously enmeshed connections, okay? Now, for example, even if you are with this person, this can be a prediction for some of you that this connection might be more enmeshed in the future. And right now, your spirit guides are like, all right, we need to just like give you this time alone, or this time where you feel like you have more alone time, so that you are coming into this highly enmeshed love life, just really happy as an individual, you know? We need this chapter in your life. Wow, this is going to be channeled straight from your spirit guides. We need this chapter in your life where you are focused on you, because in the future, you are going to have chapters where the focus is not primarily on you. So this can be a prediction for some of you guys that in the next couple of years, you might have some children, you might get married, you might, you know, have to do something or have some type of lifestyle where you're just not going to have the same amount of time and space in your life to just do you. Does that make sense? That's the message I'm getting for you from your guides. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be doing those things with this person, although you might. But this is just saying, like, you have this anxiety because you're feeling alone right now, but at the same time, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise that you can't see because you're kind of just so zoomed in living your life right now, whereas your spirit guides, who are kind of like at a higher vibration from you and who can see the past, present, and future, understand that you need to be like in this state of aloneness right now in order to really focus on your own goal. For some of you guys, you're really wanting to get your career off the ground, you're wanting to finish school, you're wanting to start a business, you're wanting to, you know, get healthy, you know, whatever your personal goal is. I'm seeing ambition with you, group number 1, and we need to focus on that right now, because in the future, girl, things are going to be more enmeshed in your love life, whether with this person or someone else, and you're just not going to have the same time that you have right now. So it might feel like a curse that you're all alone or whatever, but I assure you, this is divinely timed in the best way possible. Okay, now, so how this is going to work, there is cards over here and cards over here. This is going to be one person in this connection, you or your person, and this will be the other person. Now, I need you to really listen to your intuition as we do this reading to tune into which side is you and which side is your other person, okay? For some of you, you might see a bit of yourself and your person in both piles, and that just means that you are very similar at this time. You are mirroring each other, and you probably have a telepathic connection if that is the case, okay? For most of you, though, you're going to really, you know, see some definitive lines, one person, the other person. Or, you know, maybe you really see yourself on this side, but you kind of see yourself on this side as well. So there might be some mirroring or complete mirroring or none at all. So let's just dive right into it. So person A here is being represented by the cosmic egg. They are just very creative at this time. This is like raw life force energy. This is the Kundalini awakening. So person A over here is in a very spiritual chapter in their life where they are awakening a lot. You know, they might be having a lot of new experiences. I don't know why I want to say new sexual experiences. They might be just having this raw creativity. So when we have this like Kundalini awakening, it's represented by the snake going up our bodies, up our chakra systems. It really does kind of represent just like an awakening within us, a spiritual awakening, a creative awakening, and a newfound passion for life, and just kind of seeing the world with new eyes. This is a very spiritual influence, and, you know, it's represented by the snake because the snake kind of sheds their own skin. You know, they outgrow it and they release that old skin, and they have this fresh new set of scales underneath. They are free. So snakes really do represent personal transformation, especially out with the old, in with the new, shedding of the old skin and really embracing a new chapter, who we are now, So this person over here is experiencing a deep, like, evolution within themselves. They're starting to feel like a completely different person. I don't know why, I just got the vision of like somebody like is starting to dress really differently. Maybe they dressed very youthful and eccentric, and now they're like getting into this more high class, kind of like minimalistic, but very posh style. Very specific message, I know, but that might be attached with this cosmic egg person, or they just feel like elevating their life, being a little bit more adult, a little bit more posh, a little bit more serious, a little classier. And, a part of them might mourn for the loss of this fun, eccentric self. And they're like, oh, am I like giving up who I am? And it's like, no, you're not giving up who you are. You are elevating. You are going through an evolution. And I think that's completely natural to do throughout your lifetime. And people who, quite frankly, people who don't evolve their style, their personality, what they know, they kind of scare me, because it's just like, how can you live the same old boring life your entire life, So this person's going through massive transformation right now, and they feel very deeply impacted by this connection. And I do feel like they credit this connection to this transformation that's going on here, okay? The other person has inspired this new awakening within them. They're seeing the world in new light. They're having like this awakening. Like they might be considering different things they never considered before. Like maybe they were always like an outdoorsy person, and their partner's real into the city life, and now they're just like, oh wow, you know what? I can get behind the city life too. Just kind of being introduced to new concepts. That was just an example. But person number 2 over here is being represented by the Lamb. How about that? Okay, so this can be Earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. Cosmic egg doesn't really have a sign association. They're just kind of like an alien living on Earth. So whoever this person is, they might feel like they just don't belong on Earth, or they might feel like they're like an Earth angel or something like that, or just really they exist primarily in spirit, spiritual worker over here. The Lamb person, on the other hand, is very, like, I'm just getting a shy energy from them. Very gentle, shy, nurturing person. I'm getting people pleaser energy from them as well. They may have a problem with putting other people's needs ahead of their own. Specifically, I'm seeing this vision of like they're always doing stuff for their friends. They are always, helping them with whatever favor they ask. And I don't think the Lamb person is completely, or I don't think they were completely aware of how their friends and perhaps even family kind of use them for their kindness. But I think from this connection, this cosmic egg person might have like let the Lamb person kind of gently know that they should have more boundaries when it comes to that, because I see like this right here, it's kind of giving me crown chakra energy and like an expansion of energy. And so I feel like the Lamb person is starting to realize via this other person that they really have put others ahead of their self most of their life, and it has led them to being like victimized and just into just a really crappy life, where they're just tired and drained all the time. And so I think this connection really illuminated some of their more negative habits, I guess you could say, and they're trying to work through them at this time. But the beautiful side of the Lamb is that they are just so kind, so gentle, so loving, and they really do just love unconditionally. I see a fear in the cosmic egg person here, though, that this Lamb person's people-pleasing behaviors might, like, I feel like the cosmic egg person is like, I don't know if it's toxic or not. Does that make sense? They're just like, the Lamb is coming from like a place of just not having proper boundaries. And this cosmic egg person, I think that's like a lesson they already mastered in their past, is how to set proper boundaries with people and how to not let other people walk all over them. So I just think they look at the Lamb people pleasing and they're just like, okay, well, are you like insecure? And I think they're aware that insecurity can tend to cause deeper issues in relationships, like maybe not sharing feelings fully or being too shy with sharing feelings. And so I'm really getting the sense here that many people who select group number 1 might be the cosmic egg person, and you're waiting for the Lamb to kind of open up a bit more. They are hyper aware of how other people perceive them, to the point where it might be a little bit debilitating. And they have pure intentions. They have a kind heart, but I think I also think the Lamb person might even be a little bit naive when it comes to relationships. Like, I feel like the Cosmic Egg person might have had more relationship experience or more experience sharing their emotions and being verbal about them. And so I'm just getting this Cosmic Egg person is a little bit more evolved and advanced when it comes to matters of the heart and relationships and kind of like self-love, boundary setting, all that really good stuff. Like, this person, the Cosmic Egg person, is really hip to the self-care, self-help, psychology knowledge. Okay, they might actually be really into psychology as well, and just self-help subjects in general, which is why I am believing that many of you are the Cosmic Egg person, because self-help topics and tarot and spirituality tend to go hand in hand. So it just makes a lot of sense. But you know what's interesting? I'm not, even though this person is like less experienced, I want to say, in those matters, I'm not necessarily saying that they're like majorly younger than the Cosmic Egg. In fact, the Lamb person might even be older than the Cosmic Egg person. This is just so a matter of where your experiences lie. So there is a big difference here with that. If you are the Cosmic Egg person, though, I just want to like reassure you off the bat that the Lamb person has really pure intentions in this connection. And if you're the Lamb person, we're going to get into their feelings, the Cosmic Egg's feelings, but they really do feel like this connection has already deeply spiritually transformed them. So overall, we get good energy towards each other. I'm just not really seeing it being expressed towards each other. The Cosmic Egg person is like coiled around their feelings, protecting them, right? And then the Lamb person is just a little shy, okay? So let's look more into the cards, and hopefully this will clarify. So the energies that the Cosmic Egg person has towards this connection are the first chakra in reversed, the thinking man in reversed, and man holding a heart upright. Okay, so we have the two men card here. Interesting. Lots of masculine energy on the Cosmic Egg person's energy field right now. And I really, really want to validate the fact that when I use words like divine feminine and masculine, they have absolutely nothing to do with gender. In fact, I really feel like many of the Cosmic Egg people here are women. Obviously, you don't have to be, but they're taking on the more masculine role in this connection, where they're the ones kind of initiating the conversations and talking about their feelings and kind of guiding the relationship here. And you know, one thing we see is that this Cosmic Egg person has a lot of love for the Lamb, okay? Lots of love. This is just heart open, really adoring the Lamb for their kindness, for their sweetness, for their innocence, for their pure intentions. I don't think the Lamb is like giving me energy of somebody who could never hurt a fly, you know? I don't know why. For some of you guys, they might even be afraid of bugs. They don't want to go anywhere near them, or they just think they're absolutely adorable. And if there's like a bug in their house, they're just going to catch it and, you know, take it outside and put it on a little plant. Like, they're just giving me very pure energy. But yeah, we have lots of love here from the Cosmic Egg person. But, boy, are they in their head. And again, I think this is a lot of you over analyzing the heck out of this connection and just letting so much anxiety consume you over it. Because we're going to get into the Lamb person, but I want to know why this Lamb person is triggering so much anxiety within the Cosmic Egg. Because when I'm looking at this thinking man in reverse, I'm just thinking they're overthinking. And if we look at it upright and really analyze this piece of art, they are holding a beautiful, clear crystal. This is a pure relationship. This is a pure connection in their hands, and they're analyzing the heck out of it. They're looking at every little thing about this very pure connection, and they are analyzing it, right? We have the feathers in the hat, which represents communication. And so in reversed, it's kind of taking all of the symbology in this card, the symbolism, and kind of maximizing it. They're overanalyzing the connection, and they might not be communicating enough or effectively, or they're putting so much stock into these anxious feelings that they're over communicating them, you know? And this is kind of like a newer concept to me. That is just kind of coming in through your reading, so this is interesting. Spirit's kind of saying, like, sometimes, obviously, communication is like the best policy, you know, healthy, honest, open communication, talking about all your feelings and stuff. But sometimes when those thoughts and feelings that you're having are rooted in fear and anxiety and just overthinking, if we keep communicating every little fear, every little insecurity we have with our partner, or even just within ourselves, that is really feeding into the overthinking. And sometimes, and this is a very delicate balance that you have to achieve, sometimes you have to learn the difference between genuinely communicating your feelings and feeding into overthinking. Sometimes when you're overthinking the heck out of something and you need to nitpick every little detail of every little fear and thought that you have, it just kind of feeds into it. And then in those instances, it's actually best to give yourself healthy distractions, or completely change your thought process in general and do things like positive affirmations. So we definitely see the cosmic egg person is deeply in love here, but overthinking the heck out of it. Now, another thing that they're dealing with in their personal lives, which may be affecting this connection, is this first chakra, the root chakra in reversed. So they might be having actually some issues with their sense of security. I'm getting maybe they don't have enough money, maybe they don't have a car, maybe they don't have their own apartment, their own house to, take the lamb person home to. Like, there's some sense of ungroundedness here. And not only can this manifest in terms of their own physical lives, but this can also manifest in terms of the relationship. Like, they don't feel like this relationship is grounded enough, and that's what's causing them to think so much. Like, they just don't know where this is going. They just don't know how things are going to turn out. Like, is this person my future spouse? Are they just a fling? Are they just going to be a lover? Like, are they going to be nothing? Are they going to break my heart? Like, I'm getting such an ungrounded, fearful, anxious energy coming from the cosmic egg person because of how many feelings they have invested in this, and the fact that it's not grounded into something that they can put a name on, put a label on. It's just creating so much anxiety. And you know what? I think they tend to overthink in general, yes, so that can be contributing to this. But on the other hand, like, I do feel that they also need a sense of like deeper security in this connection in order to feel comfortable and in order to loosen up their grip on this beautiful heart and soul and love that they are keeping within. Okay, I think the cosmic egg person has some walls up, has some boundaries up, because they don't feel secure in this connection yet. And because they're overthinking the heck out of it, they've probably been hurt in the past, which is why they overanalyze relationships now. And of course, they have so many feelings here, it just makes sense. Now let's take a look into the energy of the lamb. We have cornucopia, patience reversed, and deceit. Ooh, okay. All right, first and foremost, I am also seeing a lot of beautiful energy coming from the lamb person when it comes to this connection, okay? With the cornucopia card, they have just a lot of energy, a lot of feelings here. I think a lot more than the cosmic egg person even realizes. With the patience card in reversed, I immediately got the message, and this is directed towards the cosmic egg person, that this lamb person in this connection is not going to take as long as the cosmic egg person thinks when it comes to developing the relationship. Okay, here's the thing. I think the lamb person at first was very fearful. They might have taken things a little slow in this connection at first, but then it's like a dime shifts randomly, and it's like, boom, I am no longer waiting anymore. Like, let's move things forward, okay? Now, this deceit card is obviously pretty scary. I always get scared when this comes out. So we're going to clarify this, just so we're not, channeling any, crazy stuff. So I have the tarot deck here, and obviously I have some tarot cards already laid out for each person. So this is just going to be an additional quick clarifier. Why is their energy showing up as deceitful? What are they hiding? And guys, I want to remind you that being deceitful isn't always a bad thing. You could be hiding good feelings. You can be hiding bad feelings. You could be hiding, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Let's get another one. This could have something to do with their own sense of security and self-worth. They might be deceiving themselves and deceiving the cosmic egg person by doing things that come across as like they're so confident, they're so extroverted, they're so out there. I think the lamb person is really trying to, they're almost wearing a mask almost, and it's because they're so shy, where they are trying to come across to the cosmic egg as just this, super, maybe rich, maybe extroverted, popular person, when in reality, I don't think they are. We have the Two of Swords reversed. This is a stalemate, a lack of decision, a lack of direction. Anything else, Spirit? Not knowing how to take the initiative in their life. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is another card of not having that much money and having a really, you know what? I'm getting the saddest energy from this. I think that the Lamb person over here, they really do not have a healthy self-esteem. Honestly, that's what I'm seeing. Like, they don't see the worth within themselves. And therefore, that can even manifest on their outside life by not manifesting money, not really manifesting prosperity. Things seem to always break on them. And it's just like, they might have a lot of health issues, you know. When you feel lowly about yourself, when you don't see your own self-value, that energy manifests outside of yourself in the form of a lack of prosperity. And I think that's what this Lamb person is going through right now. And I think they put up like a front or a mask to kind of make it seem like they aren't going through this difficulty with their own sense of self-love and prosperity, you know, but I think they are kind of a lot worse off than the cosmic egg person knows. Does that make sense? Like, they're a lot more insecure about this connection and about themselves and about their life than the cosmic egg person even realizes. And you know, the cosmic egg person is really perceptive. I'm sure they kind of caught glimpses of this, but I don't think they understand the extent of it. So we're going to just keep this deceit card in mind and these clarifiers in mind and continue the reading and see if more clarifying cards will come out. So let's dive into it. Let's talk about the cosmic egg person here. Let's see what tarot came out for them in their feelings here. Four of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like the cosmic egg person wants marriage or children or something of that nature, something long-term to live together with the Lamb person. There's certainly like security, long-term energy, knowing where we stand. Like, that is everything the cosmic egg person wants, whether they admit it or not. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. They are closing their heart. So the beautiful side about the Queen of Cups is that she is super, like, again, this is showing me that the cosmic egg person has done the work. They're into, you know, self-help and psychology and, like, you know, taking care of themselves, right? And because of that, they have their walls up right now because there's something about the Lamb that is not making them feel safe enough to fully let those walls down and to fully open up their cup of love. So this cosmic egg person at times can come off as closed off to the Lamb, even though there are so many feelings here. Even though there's the intention of something long-term and serious here, they come across to the Lamb as a little bit closed off emotionally because for whatever reason they don't feel secure in this connection. So we see some mirroring here. Both parties are dealing with a sense of insecurity that is affecting this connection and kind of making a resistance to opening up to each other is what I want to say. I see this person is protecting their heart. This person is kind of like trying to like look straight ahead and not at the other person, you know? They're just trying to like dull down their feelings and make it seem like they're just kind of focused on their own path and what's ahead, you know? So we see two people kind of mirroring each other here. There is an insecurity in different ways. So this person's insecure in the connection, and this person is just insecure in themselves, okay? Oof, interesting. We have the Six of Swords. They really just want to move into that space where everything is clear. The water, the emotions are settled. I feel like this cosmic egg person, I'm just getting so much anxiety, relationship anxiety here, and it feels like these rough waves, and they just want to get out of it. They just want to move into a place in this connection where they know where they stand with this person. They move to calm waters, and things are secure, and everything's being communicated about. Wow, that's all they want. That's really all they want. And comfortability in navigating these emotional waters together, you know? There's so many feelings coming from the cosmic egg person. And guys, we're going to get some very direct channeled messages at the end of this, so please stay tuned because that's always fun. Judgment. Yeah. This person's sticking around. I think the cosmic egg person is trying their best to make this relationship work. And the Judgment card is a major arcana card that shows that this cosmic egg person, you know, at times they don't understand why they're so drawn to the Lamb person, but they trust their intuition, they trust their spirit guides and their angels, and they're gonna, you know, see why they are still here, see why they keep being drawn back to the Lamb. And they're kind of waiting to see what that intuitive nudge to indulge in this connection, where that's leading them. And we have the Five of Swords reversed, which directly goes against, like, oh my god, there's such a back and forth energy coming from the cosmic egg. This is just like, do I give up or do I stay and listen to my intuition? Is my intuition telling me to leave or is it telling me to stay? And the cosmic egg person thinks that their intuition is telling them to stay, and that's where they're at right now. They're going to stay and just hope for the gosh darn best, but they need change in this connection. They can't sit here much longer. They are so emotionally uncomfortable right now. They don't feel secure in this connection at all. And they really need that security to open up emotionally. And they have so many feelings here. Five of Swords reverse is saying, like, well, if this person is just never... I feel like these are two people kind of not opening up to each other, which is strange. Interesting. Let's see what this person's tarot has to say, what story they're playing out. Six of Cups in reversed. Three of Cups. Also, cups in the tarot represent emotions. Death reversed. Five of Wands, very similar to Five of Swords. And wow, the Lovers. Okay, you know, I was getting a little worried there for a second. Honestly, I was getting slightly worried there, but then this just confirms that, no, this is okay. This person, both of these people are like at war in their minds, and yet they have such deep feelings for each other. Oh man, and you know what's weird? I don't want to call this toxic. I just want to call this deeply confusing. But the Lovers is a really good sign that the Lamb has serious emotions, just like the cosmic egg person. So that's a really good clarification here. And they are wanting to make a decision about this relationship, or they feel like they know they have to make a decision about this relationship. Ooh, and I think that's why the Patience card came out in reversed. The Lamb person has a fear, and that fear is losing the cosmic egg person, because the thing is, I feel like the cosmic egg person is really like, they can finesse their emotions in such a way, like their emotional expression, like they are just I feel like the cosmic egg person is a genius when it comes to emotions, boundaries, self-care. Like I feel that they know how to protect their emotions enough to where they're not oversharing and overgiving of themselves to the Lamb person, who has some issues that they have to work through before they can indulge in a healthy relationship. Like they're not being upfront, they're not being open. With the Deceit card, the Lamb person is not being open about their emotions. The cosmic egg person is very intuitive. They feel this cornucopia of emotions behind this very shy mask that they're wearing. They're wearing a mask of just like calmness. Does that make sense? Like they're just like, oh yeah, I'm totally nonchalant. I'm totally like, you know, whatever. But like there's this whole floodgate of emotions behind the face, the mask that they put on, that the cosmic egg person can pick up on. But they're so smart that they're just like, it doesn't matter if I can feel their emotions in the 5D. It doesn't matter if I can communicate with their higher selves and figure, you know, their stuff out. Like they have to bring that down into the 3D. They have to take the mask off and literally just talk to me and explain what the heck is going on here. I feel like this is a connection where there's so much love and emotions in the 5D, but it's just like there's two people scared to bring that down, right? And I think the cosmic egg person is just waiting for that judgment day, waiting for that day where it finally comes down from the 5D and into the 3D. Does that make sense? Where we finally share emotions, we're finally getting on the same page using our physical words, you know? But anyways, this Lamb person really loves the platonic connection that they have with the cosmic egg. Like, and by that I mean they love the everyday daily interactions they have, talking, hanging out. Like that brings them so much joy. But they, with the Death card reversed, I do want to say that they feel that this connection needs to transform. It needs to transform because they as well are not quite secure and happy with where the connection's at. And I feel like they want to move it into a positive direction. But with this card in reverse, it's like they're not making any decision right now. And this was clarified by the Two of Swords reversed as well. They're not making any decision. And for some reason, I feel like the ball is in the Lamb's court. Like, they're the ones that are supposed to be like communicating and opening up and like taking this mask off and stop being so insecure to the point where they don't share their genuine feelings and just do it, you know? And they're not doing that for some reason. I feel like they are at war within their own mind. Also, they might be insecure because they might sense some like competition with the cosmic egg person, because this person's like cosmically divine, you know? They might have like another person in their life, or they just might have a lot of people in their lives. I feel like the Lamb person low-key has these insecurities of just being shy. Like, maybe when they were growing up, they were always, you know, people were always saying like, oh, you're so shy, you don't talk, you're so awkward, blah, blah, blah. And now they have this weird like subconscious fear of coming across that way. And this person might be just naturally kind of like, they don't have that fear, you know, they're just like there, it's whatever, you know, they want to spend time alone, they spend time alone, you know, they want to spend time with friends, they spend time with friends. They don't care about how they come across in that way. Like, oh, if someone calls them quiet, all right, cool. Don't feel like talking. If they're talking too much, cool, I have a lot to say, you know, they don't have that same insecurity. And so, I don't know, it's just really weird, confusing energy going on here, guys. But with the Six of Cups in reversed, there's this sense of familiarity. There's like this platonic kinship that the Lamb person really values in this connection. Some of you guys watching this might be like a friend, right? Like a friend with some deeper feelings there, and they are really shy and scared about taking this relationship to the next level because they don't want it to end. And even if you're in a romantic relationship where it's committed and everything, I feel like this message applies to everybody who's like the group number one. This Lamb person really wants to take the relationship to the next level with the Lovers card, right? But they are afraid to do that because they don't want what you currently have to end. And then there's this fear of like risk taking with them. They're very afraid of taking risks. And so it's almost like if I open up to this person and say like, oh, I want to date, or oh, I want to hang, or oh, I want to like marry you, whatever the next level of commitment is for you, they're afraid of being rejected and being like, no, you're weird. Which if you're the cosmic egg person, you're probably in your mind being like, I would never say that. But this is like literally their fears talking. Oof. So I don't see them making any moves right now. In fact, it might be infuriating. But I think one day it's just going to rapidly change. They're just going to finally break and they're going to say everything. And that's why I said, like, if you're the cosmic egg person and you've been frustrated by the slow movement here, like, I'm telling you, there's just, it might happen sooner than you think, I want to say as well. It might happen within the next couple of weeks, but they're just going to break, and like the floodgates, this cornucopia is just going to come everywhere. Okay, moving on. Moving on. So yeah, here's some additional cards for the cosmic egg person. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So this is a really powerful message when it comes to confusing situationships, because it's just like, instead of focusing so much on what could be in this connection, just trust and accept this connection for where it currently is and act accordingly. So if this person like isn't committed to you or whatever, okay, you're not committed. Okay, go talk to other people, go live your best life accordingly. And that in and of itself might strike a chord in this person. It's not playing games. It's just, you know, the cosmic egg person, you are a cosmic being, okay? You pick up on the fifth dimension, the higher dimensions. So you are like probably sitting here thinking like, we're soulmates, like we're twin flames, like they just don't see it, you know? And Spirit's saying, you have to get grounded in your human form. Okay, where are you at right now, present day human form? If you're just friends, act like you're just friends, you know? Don't give them any benefits, you know? Don't, you know, wait around for them. Like, no. Trust and accept the current situation exactly how it is. And I am telling you, when you do that, it will automatically transform the connection, okay? For whatever reason. We have meditation brings answers. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I see this big time for Cosmic Egg. This is your advice, okay? You have so much anxiety right now. And it's making it worse. It's making this connection and the timeline in which it unfolds worse, okay? Every stinking night, grab some headphones, put on some solfeggio frequencies, and just meditate. Just clear your mind. I am telling you, it will freaking help you a lot. and it'll help this relationship a lot as well. And we have remain positive. Yeah, I think there's a positive outcome most likely here. But we'll get deeper into each other's feelings at the end of this. I'm sorry if this reading is so long. And then their card is, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Yeah, this person's not going through a great time right now. Straight up, they are not going through a great time right now, and they might be questioning just how things are unfolding in their life right now. But it's all for a higher reason. It's all for a higher purpose, okay? They also have romance. Well, there's that. And not the right time. Yeah. Okay, guys, this person has tons of feelings. And I think their time will come where this floodgate will open. The I love yous will start pouring in. The you're so attractive, like spend the rest of my life with me, or like let's deepen this friendship will pour in. But right now, it's not. And that's where we're currently at. And once the cosmic egg person accepts that and is just like, you know what? They're not giving that to me right now, so I just have to act accordingly, you know? I just have to act accordingly. Once that cosmic egg person, I really feel if you're the cosmic egg person, do not baby the lamb, okay? Do not baby them. Even if you're like super psychic and you could pick up on this really beautiful future here with them, treat them according to how they're treating you in the present moment. That's all I'm going to say. You know, we know that they have romantic feelings. We know they have so many feelings behind this, which is why I think the cosmic egg person may like, you know, kind of baby this person a little bit and be like, oh, well, you know, it's fine. They'll take their time to open up and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. You deserve love right now. If this person's not giving it to you, all right, it's time to, you know, be a hot girl, do hot girl things, and look elsewhere. As long as you're not like in a committed monogamous relationship, right? Or like, for example, if like you just want them to, I don't know, take you on more trips and like deepen the connection a bit, and they're not doing that right now. Okay, they're not doing it right now. That's my current reality. I'm going to go do that with my girlfriends. And you know what? If they're jealous, they're jealous. And then maybe that'll give them a kick in the butt and make them realize, oh, don't waste my time. You know, I am a beautiful goddess or god, and you will not sit here and act like, you know, I'm not because you're insecure, right? So I think once the cosmic egg person stops babying them and starts accepting things for how they currently are, that will give the lamb person the kick in the butt that they need to share these stinking romantic feelings and emotions and, you know, kick them into overdrive and stop hiding the most beautiful aspects of themselves. It's almost give me like, if you watch Harry Potter, Dumbledore says to Snape in like the last movie or whatever, during the flashback, he's just like, why do you always hide the best part of yourself or whatever? And that best part of Severus Snape's self was his love for Lily Potter and Harry Potter, and he never showed that side of himself ever to anyone, and Dumbledore is just like, why? You know, I'm getting similar vibes, okay? The lamb person might be a Slytherin, okay? Or give Slytherin vibes, but so we're going to get some advice. Well, Mama Moon here is going to show us like what's next in this connection. Then the romance angels will give you advice in this connection. And then we're going to get into the juicy deets here and get the channeled messages that we need. Okay, so Mama Moon is saying your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon and Taurus. Yeah, this is all about grounding yourself. First off, full moon, emotions are super high right now for you, group number 1, like we said from the jump. Okay, but this relationship isn't just up in the air willy-nilly. Like, no, you need to have just a practical way of approaching this from the present moment. You know, accept things where they're at right now accordingly and act accordingly. You know, if you're single, you're single. You know, go see other people. If this person's too shy or too scared to open up. Or if you're the lamb person, you know, you need a practical plan. Like, literally start opening up to the cosmic egg person and sharing your feelings and, like, work on your confidence and put a practical plan in place that will, you know, improve your self-esteem and your sense of inner security, right? Both people need to work on their root chakra, their sense of inner security, to bring that into this connection. Now, romance angels are saying this. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, deeply rooted issues of insecurity from both people that need to be healed. And as you healed those, this relationship will come together and together and together. And many of you people already recognize this pattern where you heal and you like self-love a bit more. And it's like this other person in this connection gets a little bit closer to you and a little bit closer, and just keep doing that. Feels like a genuine soulmate relationship, which is interesting because we haven't had the best cards, but not all relationships are sunshine and rainbows 24/7. And I think you know that because I'm getting so much anxiety from you, group number 1. So you can't sit here and lie to me and say that it's the best right now. We have trust, which is coming out again. That message of trust is coming out twice now. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, I think both parties are very trustworthy and committed and loyal. It's just a matter of kind of healing your own individual issues so that you can come closer together. It is safe for you to love. This is a really beautiful card. I love when this comes out in a reading and especially for the cosmic egg, which is most of you, you have so much anxiety here. Like, do I stay? Do I go? Are they going to hurt me? Are they being deceitful? This card is your angel's way of saying this person is safe. Okay, this is a safe connection. You don't have to go anywhere. In fact, I feel for many of you, your intuition is guiding you to stay and work through the issues and communicate and get closer and let time do its thing. So there you have it, the intuitive message isn't always a red flag popping off. Sometimes it's just this message to love despite all odds. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. We literally just said that. And we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. I believe many of you will actually get married to this person. I know that's a bold prediction, but I'm here to deliver it, okay? Because we see it here, we see it in the lovers, and it's just a feeling like there's so much difficulty that you're going through with this person of just not quite being open with each other as like stable and foundation-like with your communication with each other, Oof. But let's get some more deets into that, and then we'll finish up the reading. So if the cosmic egg person was 100% honest about their feelings towards the lamb person, what would they say? And we'll do the reverse afterwards, okay? So what are the cosmic egg person's true feelings for the lamb? What would they say to the lamb if they were being 100% open and honest with them? And you know what? We'll get a few cards. Okay. Are you guys thinking those are good, or should we get more? All right, those are good. So the first card that came out is the 8 of Cups. I'm just not sure what else we can gain here. I don't think we are emotionally compatible. I'm sad about this, but I need to follow my intuition. We just want different things. Something feels missing in this connection from the cosmic egg person's eyes. There's like an emotional intelligence here, but emotional incompatibility. I definitely see that the cosmic egg person is a lot more emotionally aware and open, and I don't want to say mature, but I just want to say like communicative than the lamb person. And I think they've been showing up in this relationship since day one, saying exactly what they want, exactly how they feel, but they have this, like, it still feels like they are having to protect their heart and just kind of have boundaries up, and it feels unnatural to them this long in the game. Even if this is a new connection, I just feel like at this point in time, like, they feel like they should not still have these boundaries up. Does that make sense for you? And so they're just at this like point of just like, I am almost at my breaking point of just, moving on and just focusing on dating other people, or just like losing interest. And I feel if you are the cosmic egg person, don't resist this shift, because the biggest fear that the lamb person has, which is going to actually fuel them stepping up, is the fear of losing their cosmic egg, right? The fear of them losing this beautiful, intelligent person in their life. And so cosmic egg person is like literally at their breaking point, because they're experiencing so much anxiety from not knowing where they stand. And it's just like, I just don't even think we're emotionally compatible at this point, because all I need is that foundation. This person's just, for some reason, their energy is so confusing to me. Like, as a reader, their energy is so confusing to me, so up in the air. There's such a big schism between what they're feeling and what they're portraying, And there's so much insecurity tied into that as well. Like, I see this person's energy as just a big swirl of like brownish muck. So I do aura readings. And when people are going through like a lot of messy stuff in their life, their auras become like brown, especially around their head, and like clouded, and everything's confusing. And it's really difficult to read those people because it makes me feel confused. And I'm getting that same energy from this lamb person, okay? Now, I'm not saying that they're always going to be like that, but I am saying, like, I understand this cosmic egg person's feelings. And, you know, you don't have to resist them if this is you. We have the moon coming out. I have no idea where this is going. I'm just doing what feels right. Yes. This is why I love these cards. They always hit the nail on the head for everything we've been feeling into. Like, it's so frustrating. I'm getting so much frustration from the cosmic egg person towards the lamb. So much love as well, and romance, of course. But it's just like, they just need that foundation, that security, that clarity of knowing where this is going. And they don't have that right now. And a part of them is saying, like, you know what? I don't have that security that I need. Maybe I should walk away. That's what their logic is saying. But then for some reason, their intuition and their feelings are saying, no, wait, hold on, there's something here. And it's just so confusing. And that's why we have, like, literally up here, it literally says confusion on where a relationship is headed. The unknown is really uncomfortable to the cosmic egg person. They're trying to follow their intuition. And they feel like this is a risky connection. And right now their senses are really guiding them. Take note of your dreams and intuition. Yeah. And the reason why the cosmic egg person feels like this is a risky connection is because that lack of foundation and clarity, you know, like, what if I'm wasting my time? You know, I want to, you know, have something serious, you know, someone I can like build a business with, or a home or a family or whatever. And this person's just wasting my time. Like, what if I'm like putting my dreams on the back burner and this person's just leading me on? Like, they have so much anxiety. Really uncomfortable, and yet their intuition's telling them to stay. I don't get it. It's confusing. The devil. Ooh, I just want every inch of your body and love to myself, with some red flags. So gonna be honest here. Okay, not everyone's perfect. I feel like, because there's not a very stable foundation here, it can cause the cosmic egg person to kind of be a little bit more jealous than they naturally would be, or just be like a little bit more lustful, or a little bit like back and forth, codependent, trying to like control the situation. And they could even come across as hot and cold in an effort to just get the lamb person to open up, you know? So I think, like, it feels like this relationship, this connection is kind of bringing out the worst in the cosmic egg person. It's bringing out all this relationship anxiety. It's bringing out, you know, this hot and cold energy. It's bringing out feelings that are really uncomfortable for this person who is normally, naturally, very, like, spiritually aware, calm, connected. And it just feels so unnatural. And I think what the cosmic egg person needs to realize is that sometimes when we connect with a soulmate, they really trigger the very deep parts of ourselves that needs healing. And that's why the healing family issues card came out. And that's why forgiving and learning came out. If you're the cosmic egg person, pay attention to why you are being triggered in this connection. Take note of those triggers. Where are they coming from? Why are they coming up? And what you can do with them. I feel, and you already know this if you've been here for at least several months, that you've already been triggered by this person in the past, and you worked through those triggers. You realized how they had root in deeper family issues in your past, and you've actually worked through them. So it's a good thing. I just saw 333 on the camera to confirm that. Okay. And again, there's so much transformation and growth and kundalini awakening happening from this cosmic egg person. Also, you know, lots of lust here. They are just really stinking attracted to the lamb. Okay. And then they have the Wheel of Fortune. I want to come back. I feel like we are fated to be together. So this can be some unexpected reappearances, surprise communication and visits, strong intuition, X comes back, big unexpected changes. This person's just waiting for a big change in this connection, honestly. And in that stage of waiting, it's just so uncomfortable. So I think this person really needs to change their approach and just ground things in present day reality. I am telling you, if you're the cosmic egg, meditate every day. I swear to God, you will have a changed life. Okay. Now let's get the mysterious lamb person's genuine feelings towards the cosmic egg person. What would they say if they were 100% honest about their feelings towards the cosmic egg. I am really going to have to meditate myself and cleanse after this reading. This is complicated energies you guys have for each other. Oh, they have 5 things they want to say. Okay. First one is the Knight of Swords. I have an obsessive personality. I'm always looking for change and growth. They're quick to start relationships, but they tend to burn out just as quickly. Diving headfirst into this, always starting drama, rushing too quickly into this, reckless communication and action. This person is not used to long-term relationships. Let's just get that out of the way, which can explain some of their behavior or lack thereof. That's what I'm getting from that. We have the Magician. Being in control is what makes me most comfortable. So this person is a very charming lover, ambitious. This person will express what they want, but are unlikely to compromise. Charismatic goal-getter, know what you want and stand up for it. Be aware of the accidental manipulator. This person is slow to change their ways of going about things emotionally in connections. I feel that many of their relationships have been very surface level in the past, and it just feels uncomfortable for them to be deeper in a connection, even though that's exactly what their intuition is telling them to do here. So it's strange. Queen of Pentacles. This is now the second time this card's come out for them. You're so adorable. I just want to nurture you and take care of you. They think that the cosmic egg person is just the cutest little thing. They want to spoil them, very protective over them and their safety. They probably show their love by cooking food, providing snuggles, offering support, and they likely think of the cosmic egg person as just an adorable little cute being, just like a baby. They want to nurture their body and soul. So again, lots of love here. Ow. We have 10 of Cups. Wow. You make me so happy. I can see us spending the rest of our lives together. Secure and prosperous love, happy and prosperous, creating a home and family, emotionally fulfilled. Guys, this is... Before we get into the last channel message, this is just a relationship with 2 people who want to spend the rest of their lives together, but they are not talking about it, which is so frustrating. But I feel like the universe is working with both of them, both of you equally, okay? Nobody's better or worse than the other person here, to heal your family issues, heal your past issues, forgive your past, learn from it. And the more you heal from your past, the more you trust in this connection and trust in love, the closer you will become. Final channel message from the Lamb to the cosmic egg is the 2 of Wands. Yup. Can we start making future plans together? I want to, but this is so new. I'm trying to figure out how to approach the subject. They're just so shy, guys. Your person has ideas, actually, for leisurely activities you can do together. They probably fantasize about, like, going on a cruise or going on a trip, a vacation with each other. They see creative partnership here, planning future travel in their head, coming up with a plan, and they just want to open up to the cosmic egg about it, but they don't know how. Guys, I am really seeing that this Lamb person is just going to flip a switch one day, and it's like suddenly it's just going to become too much, and they're just going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to say it, and they're just going to do this outpouring of their feelings, and it's going to be like, whoa, 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 and it's really going to be a miracle, a magical moment for the cosmic egg, because this is what they've been waiting for, okay? I don't want to give anyone false hope, so if this doesn't resonate for you, do not take this message, but I really do see 2 people who feel so deeply for each other, but they are both just so... First off, they're so different. There's so many incompatibilities, or I don't want to say incompatibilities, so many differences to bridge in this connection. There might be like cultural differences, age differences, differences in general, right? Just career, ways of thinking, differences. And so there's a lot to bridge here. There's also a lot you both need to heal from your past. And so yes, in the beginning, this will be a very slow moving connection, because of all of those factors we just said, but it needs to be slow moving because that's like the healthiest way to navigate really big changes or differences in relationships. But I swear to God, I feel this might be coming up in the next couple of weeks or months or what have you. This person is going to come forward so fast and so unexpectedly. And I feel like the cosmic egg person is psychically picking up on that and is just waiting for that moment. Okay? The message here, though, is to just ground yourself in the present moment and do what you can right now in the present moment for your own benefit, and treat the relationship according to how it currently is. Like, if you're just friends, you're just friends. Don't put all your eggs in one basket here and, act like this person's the end all be all when you're still in just friends stage. Treat them just as a friend. That's what I'm saying here. Don't baby them. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been your reading. I know this hasn't been exactly like black or white. It's kind of just, a read on this very messy situation, but I hope it has brought you some clarity and some guidance and gives you the confidence you need to move forward in this connection in the best way possible. Thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's dive into your reading. So I'm just going to give you a fair warning. Group number 1 had a really long reading ahead. So you might expect that from this as well. You have 2 very interesting stones coming out for you that are telling a very prominent story. First off, this stone right here, which is the Amazonite, has to do with communication and building healthy relationships from that clear communication. So that might play into your relationship in some way where you and your person are really needing to work on your communication and bringing some feelings down into reality, because we have the tiger jasper here as well, which is all about grounding energies, grounding things into Mother Earth, grounding things into the physical. So we are taking our feelings and communicating them, and by doing so, you will be grounding this relationship more in the physical. Okay. So those might be some big themes for you here. The card that you selected, which is going to represent kind of this connection as a whole right now, of course, is the Lovers. Okay. So this is actually from a Major Arcana deck, and of all the Major Arcana cards, there's 22 of them. You just so happen to select the Lovers, okay? I haven't seen any of these cards yet, so I did not know this was one of the cards there, but I mean, guys, this is definitely a soulmate connection, a twin flame, I guess you could say, if you believe in those types of things. I personally believe in soulmates, which I believe are friends of the soul. I don't really follow the twin flame journey idea, but one thing's for certain here, we have a lot of passion erupting in between you and your person, and we have the universe kind of watching over this connection. By the way, this has darker imagery on it because it is from the Tarot. So that's just the artwork here, but this is definitely a divinely coordinated and sent connection, which is erupting a lot of passion between the both of you, a lot of knowledge here with the fruit, a lot of just like Kundalini awakening, similar to group number 1, but this is much more, substantial. There is some pretty big feelings here with the full moon. Okay. So what a way to start off the reading, right? So we have over here will represent one person, over here will represent the other. These cards in the center are advice for you and changes that will happen in the connection. And then at the end, we will get some very direct channeled messages where we will actually be able to tune into what you're feeling, what your person's feeling genuinely for each other. And it's going to be very direct. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's like my favorite part of these readings. But just listen to your intuition here, and if this side feels like you, then it's you. If this side feels like them, then it's them, and vice versa, If you notice that the energies are kind of mirroring each other, or you feel yourself and your person kind of in both piles, that just means you're really similar right now and probably very telepathic with this person, okay? So let's dive into it. Person number 1 is being represented by the Cobra. Okay, this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Does not have to be, could be, though. And this is somebody who, in love, in romance, they really take their time analyzing whether or not this person's for them. They sit still, they analyze, is this person a threat to me? Is this relationship going anywhere? They really get all the information they can before they move forward. This tactic is very Cancerian as well. So if they have Cancer placements, that might make sense as well. Or maybe you do. But this is like, I am just going to stand completely still. Analyze, is this person worth my time? Is this person safe? Is this person, have long-term potential? And it's like the second they make that decision, boom, the floodgates open, they're sharing their feelings, and they move forward with it, okay? So this person might be a little bit defensive at first, a little bit guarded in the beginning of this connection, but once they decide whether or not this person's a threat or a love interest, they go for it. You know, think of a cobra defending itself, and when they're analyzing if someone's a threat or not, they'll stand up and they'll hiss, and then, you know, once they decide, you know what, this person is a threat, they're getting too close, boom, they strike super duper fast, and the venom that they release, you know, I don't know much about snakes. I don't even know if they have venom. I assume they do. Um, it really just takes over the other person's body, like, immediately, okay? So I feel like, you know, this is a passion that will simmer for quite a while. And then once it's out, it is out, and it will consume both people in this relationship. You know, the fiery flames of passion will consume both people in this relationship the second this person decides, you know what, yeah, this is it for me. Really interesting. Wow. And we have the snake here again. So the snake spirit might be very significant to one or both of you. I'm seeing that somebody might even have a snake tattoo, or a pet snake, or just something to do with snakes. Maybe they're into dragons. You know, I'm just seeing so much snake symbolism. They might be a Slytherin. I said that to group number 1 too. But there's some type of big significance here with snakes. Okay. We have the fire ant being representing person number 2 here. Very interesting. And this is again a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So these two people are actually very compatible for each other. They're both fire. They're both passionate, creative, go-getters, leaders, ambitious, you know, going after what they want. These people definitely have a lot of fire energy within them. And like literally, if we look here, there's lava between these two. So really significant. Some of you guys might even like have bonded with this person over like a campfire, a bonfire, something of that nature. Someone might have like fiery red hair, or nails, or lipstick, or outfits. I don't know. I'm just getting so much fire. Now, this person is really interesting in this connection. They really value community and working as a team, right? And I feel like they might even have their own community of some sort. You know, maybe they're a part of, like, they just really resonate with some type of community. You know, if they're like LGBTQIA+, they might really love that community, really, you know, connect with that community, or connect with like the psychic spiritual community, or like, I don't know, whatever their hobbies or passions or interests, wherever those lie, they might be really into that community, and they really want to work as a team with the Cobra person here. The Cobra person in this connection, here's the thing. At first, they're very like solo independent, but then after a while, once they're comfortable with somebody, they are open to working with them. Whereas the fire ant's just kind of like a little bit more open and friendly, I want to say, and is more willing to do that. This person's a very passionate individual and probably has some type of ambition in regards to bettering society. And yeah, it's just really great. They're organized, they're focused, they are really hardworking and humble. So this person's just really awesome. You know, they do their fair share of work. They might even do some volunteer work. They just really care about passing on a legacy, you know, and leaving the earth a better place than how they came into it, right? So 2 very fiery, very passionate individuals. Interesting differences though. This person works better in a team. This person works better alone. So we have that, okay? But otherwise, very compatible people, both super passionate, both very fiery, okay? So let's look into the Cobra's energy in this connection. They have the 5th chakra reverse, Archangel Gabriel. Yep, they have a little bit of trouble communicating, and it's funny how I put this on their side, the stone of communication. They're not fully speaking their feelings in this connection because they're in this state of like analyzing if this is safe to proceed. We have anxiety reversed, okay, and we have patience. Yeah, interesting. So I feel like this Cobra person has a lot of patience when it comes to this connection, and the fire ant person is very impatient when it comes to this connection. So that might be an incompatibility here. The Cobra person here is kind of viewing things from the perspective of, okay, well, if this is worthwhile anyways, then it shouldn't matter how long we take to develop things. Like, let's take our time. Let's slowly open up to each other. Let's, you know, work on our communication. And so they have a ton of patience. The Cobra is a very patient animal. The fire ant is not a very patient animal. So this is the biggest point of contention here. The fire ant in this relationship might be really impatient. Like, okay, well, why aren't we upgrading our level of commitment? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? You know? Why aren't they coming forward? And this person's just like, you know what, let me take my time and feel really comfortable with them before I start expressing all these feelings and before, we take things further. The good news about the Cobra, though, is with the anxiety card in reversed, the relationship anxieties that they were feeling, the anxiety they have within themselves is kind of subsiding at this time. And I feel like you're in a stage of this connection, group number 2, where you're starting to get a lot more comfortable with each other, okay? So you might have been like new to dating each other, and now you're kind of in that stage where things are kind of settling down a bit, and you're just becoming, showing a little bit more of yourselves to each other, which is really beautiful. If this is a situation in separation, which honestly I don't think it is, this person here is coming to peace with themselves. They're doing a lot of inner healing work. They're letting go of their anxiety problems, their overthinking problems, and just kind of accepting things with where they're at right now. The Cobra person is really calm in this connection, super calm, and is in no rush to develop things before they are ready. Okay, so let's take a look at the fire ants energy. We have cornucopia reversed. We have hostilities. And we have door to romance. Okay. So this is really interesting. I do feel that the fire ant person has some things that they need to work through a bit. And this could be having a lack mindset when it comes to love and relationships, with cornucopia in reversed, it's almost like just giving this feeling of I don't have as much as I want right now in this connection. I don't have as much as I need in this connection. And with door to romance, like they definitely have romantic feelings here for sure. And they're wanting to develop them further, right? They feel like their heart is kind of in a cage at this time. They want to really express their emotions to the Cobra person. But they have some hostilities here. They have some like anger here. I feel like I'm not really sensing it's anger though. It's more so frustration. I see this as a dynamic where there's so much passion shared between you, and like there's just a really big incompatibility at the speed at which events unfold. The Cobra person's taking their time. The fire ant person is extremely impatient. Okay, just point blank period. That's how I'm seeing it here. Okay, but let's get some more messages into this. With the tarot, let's see what the tarot cards have to say. For the Cobra, they have the 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful card. The Temperance. Oh my gosh, they are just like this patient little angel. And see, Patience and Temperance are like the same exact card. Okay? Same card. And this is a card of tempering out your emotions. And, the Cobra person, they feel passion. Don't get me wrong. They feel passion in this connection. They feel these fires bubbling up within them. But they understand that like new relationship energy can lead people to make bad decisions. We all see people who start dating somebody, oh, I'm in love. They're really operating off of those hormones which are released in the beginning of a new relationship, that lustful energy that is oftentimes mistaken with real love and commitment. They understand that those feelings can lead to bad decisions. We've seen people get into those feelings and then like have a baby with that person or get married right away or, enmesh their lives really highly within like weeks or months of dating someone. And, for some people that really works out for them. And I honestly think that's sheer luck or just a really good ability to, read the intentions of each other and like extremely good communication. But this person understands that new relationship energy can often, lead to like hasty decisions. This person is not about to make a hasty decision off of this lustful energy that they're feeling right now. They want the relationship to kind of simmer down. They want these very strong emotions and lust and hormones that they're feeling to kind of like simmer down a bit or they want to find their center in that. And operate out of that center instead of these emotional highs and lows, This Cobra person is really wise, honestly. They're very mature and like they are very knowledgeable and self-aware when it comes to hormones, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to relationships. They understand that the beginning stages of a relationship, for them especially, may trigger a lot of anxiety and a lot of like feelings of lust and love, And they are trying to keep their calm, keep their cool, and stay centered in that and operate from that place of centeredness. They don't want to, get into arguments or make really big decisions when they're in this emotional flux. They want to make really big conversations and decisions when they are in their tempered, patient energy, and just feeling very zen, you know? And so they've been working on that. They've certainly been working on themselves, on their own relationship anxieties, and just trying to keep calm, keep cool, keep centered. But we do see them dipping their toe into emotions and love while also keeping their other foot firmly planted on solid ground. So I think this person approaches relationships from a very healthy way. We have the 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands reversed, and the 9 of Wands. So we do see here that they do still have some walls up, okay? They are a little bit scared of getting hurt here. Like we said, like this person really fears new relationship energy, and they might have even told you that. Like they fear falling too deep, too fast, and like falling. They don't want to fall. They want to keep one foot firmly planted on solid ground and maybe dip their toes into the emotional, romantic waters. And they're doing this because they've been hurt in the past for sure, or they've seen people hurt in the past. So there might be something there. With the 4 of Wands reversed, they do have a minor thing they need to overcome when it comes to like marriage, I'm really saying. So for some people, this person might come from a divorced family or just seen so many bad relationships in their life that they kind of fear just giving away their commitment and their loyalty willy-nilly, which is why they move a lot slower in the beginning of the relationships. So does that resonate? Like this person... This isn't something that they're never going to get over, okay? But it is something that if you are the fire ant person, you have to be aware of. The Cobra has this fear of diving headfirst into connections, because they've seen like divorce, they've seen really bad breakups in their life, they've seen it not work out, and they don't like they want commitment, but like they're not going to make that commitment and really open up and enmesh their lives with someone until they are pretty darn sure that this is the person for them and that it's safe and that, it's okay for them to move forward and open up a bit more, So this person does have a lot of fear, does have a lot of anxiety, and they might be a lot slower moving than the fire ant person, I'm just saying. But they are approaching this from a very healthy place. I think they value equal give and take in this connection for sure, and they always want to make sure that the scales are balanced there. And I do see that the Cobra person may even be a little generous with their energy, with their advice, with their time, with their resources when it comes to the fire ant person, 8 of Wands here is showing like they want to, I'm just seeing such a balanced individual here. They want to maintain their sense of individuality while also, following their intuition and move forward in this connection. So interesting. We have like a multifaceted person here. They want to maintain their independence. They want to get closer. There are certainly still some walls up here that need to be torn down. And I do think those walls will be temporary, okay? And they are actively healing anxiety issues and healing their fears of commitment and their fears of, new relationship energy and diving in too quickly, okay? So that's a really good sign. Let's see the tarot of the fire ant person. We have the 10 of Pentacles, of course. We have the Knight of Swords. Yep, that's no surprise. The Ace of Swords. The 5 of Wands reversed, which again kind of shows some hostilities in this connection. And the Lovers reversed. Oh my gosh, what a zesty picture this is drawing. For some reason, I feel like many of you are the fire ant person. I'm just going to be honest. And there is some frustration in this person because I feel like they entered this connection knowing exactly what they wanted. They know exactly how they feel, and they want this 10 of Pentacles with the Cobra person. They want this long-term energy. Honestly, this is like marriage, getting a house together, having a family together, having a legacy together. Like this is truly like life partnership, the 10 of Pentacles. They know that they want that, and they're trying to rush towards that as fast as possible, which is exactly opposite to how the Cobra operates in relationships. So they're like I said, there's a big incompatibility here when it comes to the speed at which you move forward in connections. But I feel like the fire ant person has always been really honest about their emotions, honest about what they want, clear, communicative, and they're just waiting for the Cobra person to be that way as well. Also, I want to point out we have the hostilities card. They're holding a sword. We have a sword here, we have a sword here. This fire ant person might not realize that they have a tendency to pick fights. I'm just being honest, okay? If this is you, like, hear me out. I just feel that there's so much emotion coming from the fire ant person. They just want this longevity. They just want this sweet love. They just want to explore the romance. You know, it's been here. What's the holdup? Like, I just want to dive headfirst into this. And their emotions are really, really high right now. And so I actually think this is a really interesting relationship because you're very compatible. You're both being represented by fire, both have that passion, that ambition, that warmth in character, but you're like complete opposites when it comes to other areas of life, which I think is great because you balance each other out. The fire ant person is like, go, 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 go. Like, I have an idea, boom, I'm going to manifest it. You know, they almost give me this like, this very energetic, like ADHD, kid at a candy store type of energy where it's just like, I have an idea, I'm just gonna go get it. I'm just gonna go do it. Very spontaneous, very exciting though. Like, I love that energy in people. However, I think one of their downfalls is sometimes they just act without fully thinking things through, and they might lack some patience, okay? They just want it now, you know, totally resonate with that. But and then on the other hand, I feel like the Cobra person is like the exact opposite in the sense that like they prefer to take things slow and be patient and really think about things before they make a decision. But once they do make a decision, like that's their decision for life, you know? So it's like, you know, that if the Cobra person opens up about their feelings, says something, makes a decision, you know that's exactly what they want and they thought about that long and hard, okay? And they're going to really stick with that decision confidently. So their word is immaculate, but it rarely comes out, you know? Rarely comes out, but very trustworthy person the Cobra is, even though they're being represented by a snake. Okay. And you know what? I think that's significant as well. I think the fire ant person might have some trust issues when it comes to the Cobra because it's just like, why? I'm almost like feeling like, why, Cobra? Why aren't you being like giving self-disclosure? Why aren't you talking more? Why aren't you giving more of yourself into this connection? Whereas the fire ant person showing up and like, boom, here I am, here's exactly what I want, yada yada yada, here's my feelings, like what do, you know, what do? And there's just a difference in temperament here, you know? But the reason why I think that's beautiful is because I think you both need a little bit of what the other person has. You know, this fire ant person would really benefit from just taking things a bit slower in life, thinking things through. Because with the Knight of Swords here, this really shows, you know, hastily making decisions, which can cause you to easily get hurt, easily make a mistake, and just create sloppy results in life, you know? Whereas this Cobra person with the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Wands reversed, you know, they might take things a bit too slow to the point where life just isn't really that exciting for them. And they get caught up inside in their mind more often than not. So I think if, like, we take a little bit of this energy and pushed it over here and took a little bit of this energy and pushed it over here, we'd have a perfectly harmonized and balanced connection. So I really love that. Now, with the Lovers reverse coming out for the fire ant, first off, this is the second time Lovers came out in this reading. So that's, again, confirmation that this is a really important connection. This person is like almost at their breaking point, or they feel like they're at their emotional breaking point. Like, should I just give up on this connection? Should I just walk away? There's a lot of hostility coming from this person, and they might even feel like within their own feelings feel very hot and cold towards the Cobra. Like, one day they're in love with them and they just want to spend the rest of their lives with them, but then the other day they're just like, well, why isn't things moving forward? Like, am I being used? Am I being neglected? And then they have like this weird hostility towards them, and it's like this hot and cold, like, don't really know where we stand. Like, one day they feel like they're being neglected, there's nothing here, and then the other day they feel like the doors to romance themselves are opening. So this person can really benefit from just taking a deep breath and calming down. And I think that's also interesting because I put the jasper on their side. Jasper's a really good stone for grounding yourself, for calming down, and for, you know, allowing divine timing to do its thing and just finding peace in the present moment. So I think that's really interesting that these two stones are representing you guys, and I just so happen to put them on these each of these sides. So this person really needs to communicate a bit more, work a little faster. This person needs to slow the heck down, ground themselves, okay? And really figure out these mood swings that they're having with like hostility and then like deep in love. I feel like it's like mountains and valleys over here, and it's just like a flat plane over here in terms of emotions. Like theirs are so consistent and slow moving, like you wouldn't even notice a change in like altitude, whereas over here it's like one day they're madly in love and they've never felt like this before, the next day they're in despair. So this person can definitely benefit from mellowing out, I guess you could say, for lack of better terms. This person needs to do the opposite of that, you know? And the funny thing is, because the Lovers card is representing you, I think there's a divine link between the both of you to where, you know, it doesn't matter which side you are, group number 2. If you do your part here, if you take the advice that Spirit's giving you, whatever side you're on, I think the other person will take their advice as well. Like if you're the fire ant person and you learn how to mellow out, I think this person will learn how to like be more forthcoming with their emotions and, you know, do their part. If you're this person over here and you like become more forthcoming with your emotions and, you know, let go of some fears and, you know, move things forward a bit faster, I feel like this person will mellow out as well. Because you know what's funny? This person needs them to come forward in order to feel secure and calm down. And this person needs them to calm down in order to feel comfortable coming forward. So it's like we're at this weird crossroads where both need something out of the other, but both can't do that thing until they receive the other thing. So it's like, I swear to God, only one person needs to make the first move and then everything will resolve itself. Like, so let's take a pause right now. Group number 2, I want you to say out loud, which one of these do you resonate with? Are you the fire ant or are you the cobra? Say it out loud, comment it down below. And after you comment that, put exactly what you're going to do to move this forward, okay? Cobra person, come forward. This person will feel more secure and calm down. Fire ant person, calm down. And then this person will feel more comfortable to come forward. So really interesting, divinely connected relationship we have here. Okay, so this person also has, from the angels, look for a sign. And let go. Yeah, they're letting go of their fears. And they're actually being surrounded by signs right now from the universe everywhere that it is time to come forward with their emotions here. You know, they might be hearing a lot of love songs. Might have people around them like getting engaged, falling in love, having babies, things like that. Like this person is being completely surrounded by signs to move forward, communicate their feelings. It's safe to love. It's safe to open up. It's safe to let go of those fears and let go of those commitment issues and let go of like the walls that they're surrounding themselves with. And I swear it's going to just click one day within them. And they're just going to move things forward really rapidly. And then they also have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. This is the type of love that the Cobra person's looking for, you know? One where they can be themselves and be an individual while also being in a connection. They don't want an all-consuming connection, which is why sometimes the mood swings from the fire ant scares them, because they're afraid that, you know, if they deepen connection with the fire ant, you know, it might become like this all-consuming thing. They might be codependent. I don't know. So, which is why I'm saying, if you're the fire ant person, like focus on your self-love a bit more and learn how to calm your energies down and temper out your mood swings. Okay. This person needs to temper out their fears and anxieties. This person needs to temper out their mood swings. Okay. But yeah, I really like that message. And then this person over here has, the situation will improve. I think they really need to hear that. They really need to hear that because it's frustrating them. Like, is this ever going to improve? Yes, it will. And unlikely. Yeah, I don't think, I think what the fire ant person needs to hear, and this might be a difficult thing to hear, is that by playing these games of hot and cold, and you know what, you might not even be playing games intentionally, but by just having these extreme swings of like in love and then hostile and I'm gonna marry this person, then should I break up with them? Like, it is actually making it more unlikely that this will become a committed relationship and stay a committed relationship, you know? Like, I think this person really needs to hear, like, playing those games or giving into those mood swings and those negative thoughts will prevent this relationship from moving forward. Okay, I think this person sometimes thinks like, okay, well, this person's being a little distant with me today, so I'm going to be super distant with them for like the rest of the week. And I'm going to show them. And their spirit guides are saying, I don't think that's going to work for you. I just be consistently like in a tempered, peaceful place in life. And I think that will bring this connection forward a bit more. But they're having their doubts about this relationship for sure, because they need to see more from the Cobra, okay? And then they have, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. That's a really powerful message for the fire ant. The hostilities they have towards the Cobra person, the reasons why they are upset with the Cobra person, they need to look in the mirror and see, why am I so triggered by this? How do I myself possess these own qualities, okay? So I'll give you the perfect example. Sometimes people will be like, I don't know why I keep attracting these emotionally avoidant people into my life. And it's like, well, if you're keeping emotionally avoidant people in your life, chances are you yourself are emotionally avoidant, because if you weren't emotionally avoidant, you would simply find somebody who is not emotionally avoidant. Like, you inadvertently avoid your own emotions by connecting with people who are emotionally avoidant. So it's kind of just a reflection of your own qualities in a way. So look really deep into the things that the Cobra person does that pisses you off and see them within yourself, okay? And understand and love that part of yourself, so that this relationship and your relationship with self can both heal simultaneously. So Mama Moon coming in with what's changing in this connection. We have full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. This is a really good card. I think that the issues you face in this connection with, a lack of opening up and these emotional swings involved with that are definitely going to be resolved soon, okay? The full moon is coming out again 2 times now. Emotions are really high in this relationship right now, really high. And especially with the fire ant person, it's just like, I can't keep going through these mood swings. I can't keep, wanting something more and then not having it. And it's just like, it's infuriating. This person's just remaining completely still, trying to temper their emotions out and reduce their own anxiety and break down their own walls. And in that process, this person is just like going through a whole like Rolodex of emotions. So it's really interesting. But I do see this being resolved on both behalves, this person coming forward, this person calming down. And I think it's something that will happen simultaneously, because it has to happen simultaneously. Even if one person does it, the other person will be affected. All right. This is the advice from the romance angels. Then we're going to get into the channeled feelings and messages. Your romance angels are saying attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah. This card is saying, like, still do the things you love. Pay attention to your friends. Pay attention to what's going on in your life. And as you enjoy your life, that's when you're your most attractive. When you're desperately waiting and searching for love to come to you, it kind of gives off this unattractive energy, We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Yes, 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 yes. Both people need to free themselves of something here. We have this person needing to free themselves of their fears that are keeping them locked into this one space in life. And I think the fire ant person can see this in the Cobra. Like, they have so many fears that they kind of like cornered themselves in life, They kind of like are just really limiting their own potential out of fear, right? And this person over here needs to free themselves from the fence that is their own emotional mood swings, and they really need to temper that out, okay? Both people need to free themselves. Both people need to, tune into their attractive energies. We have finances and career are a factor in this relationship right now. So one or both people might be working really hard, okay? That just might be a pretty big factor. This just kind of shows that, like, there is love, yes, but then there's also work and money, and both are really important to both people right now, or to at least one person. So, for example, one person might be in a really busy time in their career, or just not having that much money, or just like really career oriented, or going to school. Like, it's definitely a factor that's playing into this. We have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, this relationship can really benefit from some more lighthearted, flirtatious energy. And if you're the fire ant, I really want to say, like, when you're in these hostile moods, literally just force yourself to be lighthearted and flirty with this person. And don't take out your mood swings on them by, like, making subtle changes in the way you communicate to kind of make it seem like there's something wrong, but they don't know what's wrong. That's not that. If you do that, outcome unlikely, okay? The outcome you want will be unlikely, okay? So your spirit guides are really telling you, if you're the fire ant person, just flirt and just focus your communication with this person on the positive stuff. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. Yeah. As the two of you grow individually and become your mature, emotionally aware, and independent selves, you get closer to each other. Beautiful. That's a true soulmate relationship right there. When one person levels up, the other person levels up. You know, it's like that saying I always say, you know, when I get rich, the whole squad's getting rich. I'm hiring everybody. I'm giving my money to everyone, you know. In true soulmate relationships, one person's success is the group's success, okay? So as you work on yourself here, your relationship will also improve and vice versa. So let's get into the juicy part of this reading. So if the Cobra was 100% honest about their feelings towards the fire ant, what would they say? What would they say? What would they say? I want to get some more cards. What would they say? Okay. So that's 4. Okay, I guess we're good with that. They would say the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh. This connection is all-consuming in the healthiest way possible. I love you. That's what the Cobra person would say to the fire ant person if they were 100% honest about their feelings here. They love them and they think about them all the time. It's an all-consuming type of thing, but they're not mad about it, you know? Like we said, this Cobra person fears new relationship energy. And the thing is, like, they're just kind of like really healthy in their approach to things. They fear how some people can kind of take that new relationship energy and just make really poor decisions. They're enjoying the like borderline obsession that they have with the fire ant person. They're just not acting out on it, you know, which I think is super healthy. They really do love this person, but they're not going to sit here and show that in ways that are unhealthy, like making very hasty decisions and moving things too fast. And then it also says deepening commitment is most likely. They feel the same way that the fire ant person feels. New romance and strong passion, emotions declared and reciprocated, mutual feelings, and equal give and take. So these people feel equally towards each other. They both like are obsessed with each other in the best way possible. And I definitely see that the Cobra person has intentions to deepen the commitment here, which is really beautiful. And I think the fire ant person, if this is you, you definitely need to hear that. So I'm happy that you're here today. We have the Hierophant. You make me more spiritually aware. I have learned so much from you. So they're acknowledging the sacredness of this union. They might even be thinking about committed partnership and marriage. There's a spiritual ascension going on here. This is a soul contract. The Hierophant represents soulmates, and there might be a student-teacher dynamic. Yeah, I definitely feel like the fire ant person is more creative or spiritual or like woke in this connection, and they're really waking those energies up in the Cobra. We also have the Knight of Wands. Oh, this is juicy. I want to tell you everything and move things along swiftly. They may be a current or former player, this Cobra person, so they may have a history of not really having really deep connections because they have this fear here, and would so that's why they might be taking their time a bit. This is kind of newer to them, and they might not have the same experience that the fire ant person has here. I definitely feel that the fire ant person is a lot better when it comes to partnerships and working with other people. They might have a longer history of serious relationships, which is why it might be frustrating that the Cobra person is moving slower. But here's the thing. I feel that the Cobra person, it's almost like, yes, they might be moving slow, but I swear to you, the second they like say I love you or I want to take this to the next level, it's going to move so quickly after that. Like, it's just going to unfold rapidly, okay? We also have the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, beautiful cards here. I look back at our memories with fondness. They're definitely thinking of the fire ant. The fire ant to them feels like, you know, a friend that they've known for a really long time. They feel like there's past life connections here, and there's a sense of comfortability and similarity between them. And they're definitely like going over what has happened in this relationship and the conversation you've had like over and over in their head. So this Cobra person is actually really thinking about this connection like all the time, and it's beautiful. Okay, so let's see what the fire ant person would say to the Cobra if they were 100% honest about their feelings. Okay, for right off the bat. Okay, so they would say Page of Cups. Wow. I want to rush into romance, but maybe we should slow down and just have fun. Yeah, I think this is definitely their thought process. Their emotions are saying, let's rush into this, but then their logical mind, especially after hearing this reading, is like, all right, maybe we should slow down, whatever. This is a very generous person who wants just really good company. They really enjoy the thrill of romance, which is why they're trying to move things forward swiftly. They have really good vibes, good energy. They love to have fun. And it says having fun with each other might turn serious eventually. So for some of you guys, this might be just a friendship or a casual connection in the beginning, but then it kind of turns serious over time. And again, new love, energy, and news coming in. We have the Three of Wands. I want to be weird with you, travel with you, experience life together, and reach our goals. Yes. They want to have a very busy and happy life with the Cobra. They're really into unconventional relationships as well. So there might be like an unconventional undertone about this connection in some way, shape, or form. They want to just be weird and authentic with each other. Definitely not the normal, typical couple. They want to travel the world with the Cobra, express themselves, and enjoy art and culture together. So this could be like going to different cities, you know, Rome, Paris, you know, New York City, I don't know, all the big cities, Milan. They really just want to experience life and culture and beauty with the Cobra person. And they might fantasize about that. We have the Queen of Wands. Lots of fire energy in this reading entirely. I am at all with your leadership, warmth, creativity, and the life that you've built for yourself. Yeah, they really respect the Cobra. They respect like the Cobra's life and just the friends that they have, the career, whatever. They love it. And then the final channeled message is the Page of Swords. I love our witty conversations. Conversation is so easy with you. And there might be like some sharp tongue, similar sense of humor, talking for hours effortlessly, getting into healthy debates and discussions and long conversations. So both people really enjoy the conversational aspect of this connection. I definitely want to say this is a weird, like completely balanced yet unbalanced relationship, because I actually feel that the fire ant person here might think that they have more emotions than the Cobra because of their emotional mood swings and stuff. But I actually think that underneath the surface of it all, despite what they're saying or showing, the Cobra person here has extremely deep romantic feelings, okay? Possibly even like more serious than the fire ant person has at this time, because this fire ant person, you know, they love the thrill of romance. They love the idea of just the spontaneous love and, you know, just unfolding beautifully. But like I feel like the Cobra person is thinking much more in terms of like longevity, long-term seriousness, which is why it's taking longer to develop. Whereas this person is just like thrill of romance right away, but you know, a few years down the line, they might get bored or burn out. So again, this is a situation where both people benefit from this relationship because they both have a little bit of something that the other person needs. Beautiful connection. I absolutely adore this. And both people have very deep feelings here, okay? Just to be clear, even if they're not being shared, especially on this person's behalf. But thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, hello, group number 3. Happy to have you here. You guys selected the pile with the 3 stones, and we have Howlite here, one of my favorite stones. This is excellent for calming down energies, especially energies of irritability, anger, or just frustration in general. So it's really good for cooling you off. It also really helps with headaches as well if you place it on your forehead. We have the lapis lazuli coming in here. This stone works wonders if you are dealing with jealousies, jealous people, and just, giving it. This stone gives me the same energy as like an old woman saying, "Oh, bless your heart," It's just like you really want to just do something bad to somebody, but instead you are sending them lots of love and light, and this stone really helps you do that. So that's fun as well. I'll keep these up here actually. And then we have the shungite, I believe this is, which is great for absorbing negative energy. So all around, all three of these stones are kind of giving the story of absorbing negative energies and transmuting any anger and irritability into love. So that's beautiful. So this card that you selected is going to represent your relationship as a whole right now and the main theme and lesson that you're going through. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So this is a really big unexpected change and just like encountering a luckier time period in your relationship. Okay, like this is like things can change at any moment in this connection, and I'm here for it. I love the Wheel of Fortune's energy. It's so fun and spontaneous and exciting. You never know what's gonna happen here. So this is a very interesting connection right off the bat. So how this is going to work, we have one person over here and the other person over here. You might resonate with one side or the other, and that is fine. If you see yourself or your person in both sides here, that just means that you are deeply telepathic and probably mirroring each other at this time. Take this if it resonates. If you don't really see yourself or your partner in either sides, that just might mean that you selected the wrong group, or this just might not be a reading for you. Okay, so let's start over here with person number one. They are being represented, if I can get the card up, by the bee. Oh, I love the bee's energy. This is a busy little bee. Okay, this is also air energy, sorry. So they could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They might have those signs or just give off an airy vibe. It does not matter. This person's always like going, doing this, that, the third. I feel like this person really can't sit still. When they talk really fast. I feel myself talking faster as I'm tuning into the bee's energy. Like they're just full of energy and just like wanting to talk, and they just can't stop. And they probably they might drink a lot of caffeine. They might have ADHD. They're just running all over the place. They can never just sit still and relax. But I feel like they like that about themselves, They just love buzzing around and being productive. They might have an addiction to productivity, or they might be a bit of a workaholic. Okay, no judgments there. All right, I feel you on that. But I think this person's just so adorable. Like they're just buzzing around, doing their things, and they just have this like tiny adorable energy. Even if they're not tiny at all, they give off like this tiny adorable, like I just want to squeeze you vibes. Does anybody else pet bumblebees, or is that just me? By the way, random thought. Bumblebees, the little fuzzy ones, I always give them a nice little pet. They're very friendly. Anyways, would not recommend that with any other type of bee though. And also respect animal space. If they don't want to be touched, don't touch them, okay? Person bee over here, we're getting really off topic. I wonder if the bee gets really off topic, if the person who's being represented here is just constantly like talking and then they end up on a completely different subject and they're like, wait, how did I even get here? Like... Person B over here is being represented by the dolphin. Oh, I love this combination. These are two really happy animals. However, they are very different. So the dolphin is being represented by water energy. This would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They could have those signs or just exhibit a lot of those traits. And this is very playful as well, and also very high energy. So these are two very high energy, probably busy people. The dolphin is very mature. They're mature to the point where like they understand the importance of lighthearted joy and fun. You ever see like a monk's energy, and you would think of monks as like these serious, deep-rooting people, but they're actually like always cracking jokes and having a ball, because they reach that level of enlightenment where they realize like life doesn't have to be serious and it shouldn't be serious. That's what I'm getting from the dolphin person. They've done so much inner healing work. They're very mature and they love being playful and flirty and fun. But they're also really into just being creative and getting into their emotions as well. And so, yeah, it's really interesting. This person is kind of like buzzing around, doing activities, being productive. And then this person over here is a little bit more creative, flirtatious, and, just having a good time. And I feel like this person is probably a lot more comfortable in their emotions. Well, actually, I see two people here who aren't afraid of emotions, I want to say. Two people who are pretty optimistic people, which is really refreshing because I feel like so many people nowadays are just so negative, with the media, with the matrix, weighing us down. There's so much negativity in the world nowadays, and these are two people who don't let that bother them, okay? I feel like when stressful times come up upon these two, the B person kind of transmutes that stress into productivity. I'm feeling stressed out. I'm going to work out. I'm going to work on my goal. I'm going to do something. I'm going to, transmute this energy into something productive. And then with the dolphin, they're like, all right, I'm feeling stressed out. Let me talk about it. Let me create something. Let me do something creative or emotional. So these two people have their own little ways of dealing with stress, which are very healthy, but different. I do want to say that the B person here might be a little bit more prone to anxiety. And if you're the B person here, watch your caffeine consumption. Okay, if you've been dealing with like aches and pains, sleepless nights, anxiety, overthinking, that can all be a link to your nervous system not being able to calm down. And so caffeine obviously is really not helpful for that at all. And so Spirit's kind of saying, like, if you want more energy, the key is actually to rest more and to take calming teas instead of like these caffeinated drinks. Like if you wake up feeling tired as the bee, that's not a sign that you need more caffeine. That's actually a sign that you need more relaxation and rest, okay? So I think the B person might struggle with that from time to time. Yeah, so let's dive into their energies in this relationship. But so far, I really want to clarify the energy that I myself am feeling from this couple, from this connection, is really optimistic and fun. Like, these are two people who are really fun people. Okay, so the B person, their energy here is being represented by the thinking man. Yep, that's not a surprise at all. Journey reversed, and financial constraints reversed. Okay, excellent. I'm glad this card came out in reverse because this is showing us that the B person in this connection, they were actually struggling financially for a while here, They might have their own business, they might be trying to grow their career, they might have been stuck in a weird job situation, and they've been really working hard recently because they want to get their finances off the ground and because they want to get their career off the ground. And they've been struggling a lot, I want to say for like months or even years, with this financial constraint, time constraint over them. But the wonderful news is that they're starting to come out of that. And it's just so exciting, it's so fun. They worked really hard to get out of this, and it's finally happening for them, and I just couldn't be happier. And this is just something that's going on in their personal life. But I want to say, if you're the dolphin in this connection, and you felt like the bee was just like super busy all the time and like didn't have that much time for you, I think their schedule will start to open up pretty soon, which is amazing. Now, I don't think the bee is finished yet when it comes to developing their personal life. They don't quite have the materials or money that they want right now. So even though they're getting more money, more blessings, and their hard work is starting to pay off, they're not quite where they want to be. Specifically, I'm seeing like in terms of home or owning a car, or they just feel like they need a next big adventure in their life with the journey card in reverse, and there's some type of delay there. So they are still continuing this energy of working hard on themselves, working to manifest their goals and dreams. And you know what? I see both people here, and they're kind of facing opposite directions. So I feel like these are two people who are really focused on developing their own personal lives at this time and making sure that they are happy as an individual. And right now, I see the bee is working on a lot of projects, and just it really has everything to do with money, career, finances, okay? Because they want to go out on all these adventures and travel and, perhaps have a car, a home, those types of things. And they're not quite there yet, but they are getting there, which is amazing. Also, I feel like this B person is somebody who has a really sound head on their shoulders. They are very logical. A lot more logical than the dolphin is, okay? So they use their logic mind more often than not, and they are very I don't know why I'm getting the word organized and clean, and, they write to-do lists, and they have a plan, and they have a timeline. And so, yeah, I really like their energy. They might also have some Capricorn energy within them, because I know a lot of Capricorns are like that. Okay, but let's tune into the energy of the dolphin. We have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron in reversed. The 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael upright. and carrying connections. Oh, yeah, this dolphin's big time in love. Big time in love with the bee, carrying connections. They really value this. And the fourth chakra, that's the heart chakra, okay? Their heart is open to this connection. They are having so much fun in this connection. The only downside is this third chakra in reverse. That's the third eye chakra, which is closed. So this person might be like close. You know what's weird? The dolphin is usually a very spiritual animal. But for whatever reason, their third eye seems really closed right now. It's like they can't trust their intuition. Or they're having a hard time really differentiating their own psychic intuition versus, the other noise that goes on in their head, right? So that's interesting. And also, this dolphin person, I'm just really getting the message that they are just blatantly unaware of any subtle signs that the bee might give them. Like the bee, honestly, I don't know if the bee is interested in the dolphin or not yet. We're going to see that more, hopefully, with the tarot. But like whatever this bee's feelings are for the dolphin, I feel like the dolphin's 100% unaware. And I feel like, honestly, a lot of you guys watching are the dolphin, which is really interesting. Like, I don't think you're picking up quite that much on how the bee is feeling for you right now. Like your third eye's kind of shut when it comes to this connection, which is why possibly you were drawn into this reading. So hopefully spirit can, help open that third eye up and help you see what's deeper in this connection here. But I do want to say the dolphin is very optimistic about this. Heart wide open, they really admire this connection, okay? And what we get from the bee right now is that they're kind of really focused on getting themselves out of a bad life situation. So you know what? They might not be the most available for an emotional connection right now, but the thing is, like, for some reason, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing for whatever reason. Like I don't feel like the dolphin's going to be pressed or like angry that the bee is like a little busy right now, focusing on bettering themselves. Because here's the thing, I really feel that this dolphin person has such unconditional love in their heart. Like this is a mature water animal. And it's to the point where like they actually love the bee so much that they're happy that the bee is working on themselves right now. They're happy that the bee is, making their bread and planning a better life for themselves and, getting themselves into a better life situation. Like that's what makes the dolphin happy, is the bee's happiness, and the bee is bettering themselves, which I think is just so pure and beautiful to see in a tarot reading. It's a very rare thing to see here. Like this dolphin isn't even pressed, isn't even mad about the fact that the bee is kind of doing their own thing right now, which is great. I love that. Okay, so let's dive further into this. I really want to see what this tarot has to say for the bee, and we'll get into this oracle in a bit. And by the way, these cards are for you and the connection as a whole. So let's clarify some of the bee's energies. We see here Strength reversed. Okay. Three of Swords reversed. Page of Wands reversed. I don't know why, I just got the message that this person might be really bad at texting because of how busy they are. Like, they're always doing a task. They always want to feel productive, which is why they're really bad at texting back, if some of you guys are worried about that. We have the Eight of Swords. It's not that they're ignoring you. It's just that they're literally just living their life, okay? And the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is the clarification I was really hoping for, and we got it. They do have a lot of feelings in this connection. They do see a lot of potential in this connection. The Ace of Cups is like one of the best cards you could get in a romantic reading because it just shows like the feeling of your heart overflowing for this person, the feeling of there's so much potential here, and like really seeing all the future possibilities here, like imagining what the future could be like with this person. This is also a lot of fertility, like, oh, the adventures we can go on, the things we can create, the things we can do, that's what's on this person's mind. And this is like heart overflowing with feelings. So that's a really great confirmation that we need, that there are in fact feelings here, okay? And aces are pure energy, very powerful feelings. But here's the thing. I feel like with the Eight of Swords here, they do feel a little bit blocked. They feel like they can't really date right now because they don't have enough money, or they don't have a car, or they just don't, like, I just really feel like financial constrictions are playing a role into this connection. Maybe they have a job where they work like a lot and they just don't have the time or energy to really give the dolphin, you know, what they deserve. And they're really feeling stuck right now. But here's the thing. This is a temporary influence, okay? And also, this is more in their mind than they realize, because if we look at the Eight of Swords, this person can easily just walk forward into the water, and water represents emotions, right? Walk forward, follow their emotions forward, and, you know, cut themselves loose, okay? So, yeah, it's more in their mind than anything. Page of Wands reversed. This was that indication that I think they're just not that great at communicating at times. You know, whenever I look at this card, I think of Hermes, the Greek god who's like a very special spirit guide to me and friend to me. And he represents communication and travel and, you know, that lighthearted, flirtatious energy. And so in reversed, I mean, this person might really want to travel, but they can't right now. You know, their schedule won't allow, their job won't allow, they don't have the money. They really want to travel. If this is a long distance relationship, which for a lot of you, I actually feel like it is, this person is really wanting to travel to see the dolphin, but they just can't do it right now, and that is breaking their heart. Or they want to travel and go on a vacation of some sort with the dolphin. Like, I just keep seeing travel from the bee. It's really heavy on their mind right now for some reason. Comment down below if you know why. Three of Swords reversed. This is actually a pretty good card to get in reversed. It shows active healing going on and active improving of their mental health, their heart space, and their life circumstances. I'm viewing these swords as kind of like blockages in the heart space. So yeah, they did have some blockages that were kind of like getting in the way of this connection, you know? And again, it comes back to finances. Like maybe they didn't have a car, maybe they didn't have enough money, they felt like they couldn't date, whatever. And they're lifting those blockages at this time. Or maybe for many of you, they actually had like a broken heart, or, you know, a divorce, a breakup, a friendship breakup, or, you know, getting fired, like some type of ending in their life that really took a toll on them. Ooh, I just got a darker message for some of you watching, and this is not all of you. This person might have had something violent happen to them, you know, getting mugged, assaulted, what have you, and that actually took more of a toll on them than I think they wanted the dolphin person to know. Because like the bee has such pure feelings for the dolphin as well, honestly, and they don't want to burden the dolphin's very free, lighthearted energy with their darkness and their pain. And so they kind of kept this pain to themselves. And, you know, that pain really did affect their ability to love freely and, you know, give it their all in this connection. But they're getting over that, you know, they're healing. They're moving on, you know, mourning some type of loss, and they're getting back to peace. Okay. Strength reversed. And Page of Wands reversed. Surrounding this Three of Swords, I don't think the bee has openly talked to the dolphin about whatever was troubling their heart, their mind, their body, their soul. Okay, I do not see that at all. Strength upright represents having very difficult conversations, because emotional availability and intimacy and vulnerability, it just really bonds people together. It makes connections stronger. And with this card in reversed, I just don't think the bee has had that conversation with them. Also, the bee might be kind of keeping some of their feelings under wraps right now, because they just don't feel there might be a slight self-esteem issue going on with the bee here. And it is again tied into their money and their career. Like, and I see this all the time, you know, people who don't have that much money growing up, you know, into adulthood especially, they might not have a strong sense of self-worth and self-esteem, because they're just like, okay, well, I'll feel better about myself once I have this money. And vice versa, you know, you have a low self-esteem and you might actually attract situations where you're not making that much money, because the value, like the financial value in your life, is directly aligned with how you value yourself. You know, life is just a reflection of your own energies. And so this person's dealing with some money issues that coordinate directly with their self-esteem issues, you know, and they might not even realize that those things are linked. But if this is you, knowing that those things are linked might actually really help you get out of both of those issues. But I want to emphasize, this is a good reading. They are improving self-esteem and money over here, okay? I think the bee person would benefit from being a little bit more honest with the dolphin when it comes to their hardships. They know that the dolphin's very empathetic, like extremely empathetic and compassionate and understanding. But I just get this energy that the bee just wants to protect and adore the dolphin. They don't want to burden them down with their emotions. And the bee person has to understand like that their emotions, even their darker emotions, are not a burden on the dolphin. If anything, the dolphin would love for the bee to share what's bothering them, because that's what builds intimacy. And the dolphin actually gets a lot of joy from helping out friends and lovers and family. Like they get joy from listening to a person's problems and helping them out, okay? The dolphin would make a very great therapist or artist or healer of some sort. That's that water energy within them, okay? So let's see the dolphins tarot now. They have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Cups reversed, interesting, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. I'm getting some complicated messages from this reading. I feel that there's some mirroring going on here in terms of being hurt. Okay, because I was getting some type of heartbreak over here and some weird message of like getting assaulted, which, trigger warning, sorry, I should have done that earlier. I didn't realize this was going to come up. But I'm now looking at the Dolphins cards and I'm just like, was it them? Not the one that did it, but was it them that had this pain happen to them? And this person is kind of feeling that pain empathetically. Wow, these two people are so interesting because there's so much empathy and understanding shared between the two of you. You're both highly empathetic people that I can't tell which one of you is the one hurting, which one of you was hurt by someone. And you had to walk away from that pain. Oh my gosh. Because let me explain. The Knight of Wands in reversed over here really does represent a douchebag. Okay. Point blank, simple, a douchebag. All right. And I do want to point out the Page of Wands reversed, very similar, right? When things like this happen, like a page and a knight of the same suit come out in reversed or upright, it kind of just like gives me the message of the tarot saying, like, if I could pull the Knight of Wands out twice, I would have done that. But obviously there's only one card for that. So very similar mirroring here. Maybe you're both people who have been victims of abuse, of neglect, assault, heartbreak, heartache, just victims of a douchebag, I want to say. Maybe you were both victims of a douchebag or just someone who was not very nice to you, okay? And that has actually hurt you on a level that I don't think you're consciously aware of, okay? Like, this has hurt the dolphin person's self-esteem. They might have been gaslit to the point where they can't even trust their own intuition anymore. It kind of hurt their sense of just being happy alone. You know, and we saw those nervous system issues over here with the bee, which not only, like, when you have nervous system issues where it's like always activated, you're always like overthinking, anxiety, like your muscles are achy and you're tired, that can be a symptom of trauma. Your body holds on to trauma. Wow. Wow. I'm getting so many messages and it's really confusing. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think you guys bond because you both had difficulties in your life. And you're both people who have taken your traumas and instead of letting those traumas turn you into a bad person who inflicts pain onto others, it has actually turned you both into really positive people. You know, you go through something dark. I just got the goosebumps. You go through something dark in your life, and you're both the type of person who says, you know what, I never want anybody to go through this. And it turns you into this beaming ray of sunshine and light and creativity onto the world. Oh my gosh, I have so much goosebumps. And I think that's kind of rare. You know, I think a lot of us don't like to admit it, but when we go through very traumatic things, it oftentimes if left unhealed, turns us into one who traumatizes others. And both of you are people who have not let that happen. You both said, you know what, that's just what happened, but it like gave you even more of a reason to be this beaming ray of sunshine in the world. But this is still very heavy in the Dolphin's energy, you know, with the Five of Swords. That's walking away from drama. That's walking away from a narcissist, honestly. Like, look at that guy. He's so smug. You got all the swords there, buddy. Okay, have fun. We're walking away towards calm waters, which is peace. It's peace in the tarot. And you see how they're like, that guy back there is kind of crying. That one's just like looking defeated. It's just like, all right, you win, whatever. And I'm just going to go and I'm just going to heal now. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to heal. Okay? Eight of Cups reversed. The Dolphin feels like they stayed way too long with this person who did this healing. Why was I ever dealing with that for so long? Like, why didn't I walk away? Why didn't I listen to my intuition? This person might have problems with their prefrontal cortex, concussions, or trauma. Trauma does brain damage. Why didn't I walk away? Because you were being traumatized. Because your brain was going through a really hard time. Even just being very stressed out for elongated periods of time, that like affects your brain. It affects your brain structure. I don't think we realize that. A lot of us don't realize, we're not taught that trauma, stress, anxiety literally changes the chemicals in your brain. Changes how your brain works as an organ, and vice versa, you know? Whew. Don't beat yourself up if you're the Dolphin. Queen of Pentacles is a really good sign, though. This Dolphin person is finding a lot more security in themselves, a lot more self-love. They're actively on this journey, I want to say, of learning to love themselves again, healing. And this really, truly is a journey that will take many years, you know? Yeah, but the Queen of Pentacles is a really good sign in terms of feelings for the bee. I just feel that the Dolphin has gone through so much in their life. They just want to nurture, love, and protect the bee at all costs, you know, in the way that they wished somebody did for them. And I feel that this bee person is so busy focusing on themselves because they don't want to let the Dolphin down. They don't want to be somebody who's going to let the Dolphin down. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to move on. This is really deep. So going back to the bee, we have some angel answers cards here, and we have no need to worry. Yeah, that's a very important message that I think the bee needs to hear. They're a worrier for sure, and helpful people. So if you're the bee person, there is going to be some very helpful people in your life who will help you along your journey, both financially, in career, in love. Your spirit guides in general are helping you out a lot right now. Just very blessed. I feel like, I hate using the word God, so I'm going to use the word universe. I feel like the universe is sending the bee all of their best helpers, all of their best like earth angels and spirit guides to really just support the crap out of them, because the bee deserves it. Okay, the bee deserves amazing love and prosperity and abundance. And so there's just so many kindred souls being sent to the bee right now to help them along their journey. Yeah. If you're this bee person, you do not have to worry about this connection. This person has extremely deep feelings for you and really wants to nurture you. And this was the artwork that came out for the bee. Whenever I use this deck, I never actually look at the cards when I'm pulling them because there's different art on all of them. So I just want to let you know I pulled it genuinely without looking at them. And it says sexual union. Okay, well, this is taking a turn. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. This bee, this bee, oh my gosh, you know what song just popped in my head, which I absolutely can't stand? It's like, when I get the feeling, I want sexual healing. You know that song? I know, but for real, on a serious note, I think the sexual chemistry in this relationship actually does heal. Because I just feel like these are, like, it's just so, there's so much chemistry there, so much attraction there shared between both people. It actually really is healing, especially because I just feel like the physical bodies of both these people have gone through so much stress and trauma in their life that it's just like by being in that intimate space, that intimate physical space, and exploring each other's touch for pleasure, it is just so healing in so many different ways. Like, this is helping, like, honestly, like, getting intimate with the dolphin actually helps the bee calm down and, learn to enjoy their body a bit more instead of their mind all the time. And it just really helps them relax into their body, into their physical space on Earth. And I can't describe the amount of feeling that I am getting from this card. Like, these are two people who were exposed to hardships. Their body's been through so much in life. And so it's just really blessed and beautiful to share in this beautiful, intimate connection with each other. Okay, let's take a look at the Dolphins cards. We have ask for help from others. Wow, that's mirroring the Bee card with the helpful people and the ask for help from others. Like, you're both very helpful, kind of like sometimes people-pleasing type of behavior people here. And I love this connection because I just feel like these are two people who are both victims to like narcissists or whatever in the past. And you both cultivated a pure heart from that and just want to help others. And I think like you both deserve each other, You both deserve each other. Listen to your intuition. This has been the biggest part of struggle for the dolphin. This whole reading is just listening to that intuition, listening to that third eye. Your intuition is already telling you what you need to know about this connection, dolphin person, okay? We just need to listen to it. And then this was the artwork that came up for them, and it says, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust in your heart and continue to follow its guidance. For many of you, I feel like your intuition is telling you that this connection is sacred and unfolding in the best way possible, but you keep doubting it because, bad stuff has happened. And I feel like it is the echoes of your past that are causing your subconscious mind to send you anxious thinking about this connection, okay? It is your past trauma imprinted on your brain. You know how we just said that trauma does structurally and chemically change your brain? That trauma is sending you these anxious thoughts like, oh, well, maybe it's not going to work. Maybe, this, maybe that, and you're both having this happen. You're both overthinking the heck out of this connection. And I'm here to tell you as a neutral third party, and your intuition, dolphin, you're having a hard time listening to it because your trauma is talking so loudly to you. This connection seems like it's meant to be. Like this, I really do feel like you are both gifts from the universe to each other, okay? You both, like I feel specifically the dolphin, you might have asked your spirit guides or the universe if you can have somebody who will love you the same way and the same amount that you love others. Because, for your whole life, you might have been attracting these people who treated you wrong. And you're like, I would never treat anybody else like this. Why can't I just manifest somebody who will treat me the same way that I want to treat them? And I think this is your manifestation. I think you both manifested each other. Okay, so getting into the connection itself, Mama Moon's coming in telling us where this relationship, where this connection is going. Waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. You guys both, I think the biggest challenge in this connection is having faith in each other, having faith that this will work out, having faith that your intuition is keeping you, just literally trusting the fact that this is a good connection. You're both people whose minds have been through war. Okay, so it's used to those drama, that toxic cycle, the toxic connections. So it goes through that neurological pattern of thinking. You can have the calmest, zenest relationship, but your mind itself will, wreak mayhem because that's what it's used to, right? So it's all a matter of just trusting, consciously choosing every day to trust each other, consciously choosing to be at peace in this connection. Trust your partner, okay? We have engagement from, this is, by the way, from the Romance Angels. It's their 2 cents on this connection. Okay. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It is safe for you to love. Honestly, out of all the cards here, this one summarizes the message that Spirit's trying to give you today. It is safe for you to love this person. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy, both of you. And this is like whispers from the past I'm feeling. It's not necessarily that like you still want to be with your ex or anything. I'm not seeing that at all. This is just more so like let go of the hurt that they've caused. Let go of the neurological pathways, the thought patterns that they have given you of toxicity and fear and, oh, is this a red flag? Is that a red flag? Like, let go and open your heart to love and trust again with this person. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. I feel for many of you, actually, and I did see this in these two cards, there might have been some type of like separation, or again, we saw that many of you are long distance, but for others of you, this is just like kind of being two individuals right now, not necessarily a couple, and that's where the separation comes from. Even if you never technically separated, like if you're not together, I mean, you're technically separated, right? And I feel in this reconciliation card, it could even mean like this is a past life lover and you're reconciling in this lifetime. But I do feel that like you both kind of give me this energy of not feeling quite ready for this connection. And Spirit saying you are ready, you are ready, you are ready. Don't be afraid. And then we have retreats. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, turn off your phone, spend some quality time together. Also, I just want to point out, she's wearing a wedding dress, she's wearing a tux, so, I mean, that might be a message in and of itself. But let's get to the juicy part of the reading, the channeled messages, the channeled feelings from one person to the other, and vice versa. So if this B person here was 100% honest about what they're feeling in this connection to themselves and to the dolphin, what would they say? I love doing this part of the reading. I love this deck that I made, honestly. Like, pat on my back for making this deck, because this is like my favorite thing ever, and I really want to publish it or something. So if anybody knows how to do that, shoot me a message, because I'm telling you, I want everybody to have this deck. Like, it will change your relationships so much, change your reading so much. Oh my gosh. Anyways, if the B person was honest about their feelings, they would say, Ace of Pentacles. You meet all of my wants and needs. You offer more than I could ever hope for, and I feel fortunate to know you. There's new energy and beginnings in this connection. I'm wanting a solid foundation with you. I feel really grateful and prosperous knowing you, and I am taking the opportunities and growing in order for this connection to unfold. Okay. They would also say, Ace of Swords, 2 aces. Wow, new beginning, new beginning. And we had the Ace of Cups over here, new beginning. The only thing we're missing so far is the Ace of Wands, which is that spark, that passion, that oomph, that sexual healing. Maybe they feel like they're missing that right now. I want to talk things through and figure out where this is going, because I love you. There's new beginnings again coming out, direct communication and clear directions coming through in this connection, and they want an immediate change in their circumstances. I feel like this B person is going to be pretty bold coming forward soon with the dolphin person, because they really are just all about this. They're all about it, all right? We have the 6 of Wands coming out. I've been checking you out for a while, and I'm ready to share my feelings. This person, I'm telling you, the B is going to say something so soon. If you're the B and you've been feeling like you're ready to say something really big to the dolphin, like, yes, this is your confirmation, yes. And if you're the dolphin, we do readings so that you're never shocked by the future, okay? So you know how to navigate everything, you know? When you're in tune with your psychic abilities, when you're doing readings regularly, nothing can really shock you anymore, right? So that's why you were drawn here. Spirit's saying expect a big conversation soon, okay? Okay. This bee is definitely stalking the dolphins' social media, checking out their pictures, you know, seeing what's up. They just think that the dolphin's really cool. They're just a neat person. And they put the dolphin a bit on a pedestal and admire them from afar. They just, like, respect the heck out of the dolphin. Oh, man. 9 of Pentacles. I appreciate all that you do. Your independence and self-sufficiency is so attractive. I feel that from both people here. Like, I feel like you're both super, like, turned on by the fact that you're both individuals, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see this as a codependent relationship at all. In fact, I think the dolphin's, like, really turned on by, like, the bee, like, sorting their life out and kind of, like, not ignoring the dolphin, but just focusing on them. Like, that's so hot to the dolphin. Like, yes, king. Yes, queen. You get your life together. And the bee is thinking the same thing about the dolphin, like, oh my gosh, your self-sufficiency is so attractive to me. Oh my gosh, your independence, your ability to do anything. Oh man. They think that the dolphin has a very serene and healing energy. And the dolphin's self-respect, which we do see in the Queen of Pentacles, is such a turn on for them. Their generosity, their kindness is 100% noticed. And the way that the dolphin even dresses is attractive to the bee. Can it get any better? We have one more card. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, which is taking it back to the original card that came out representing where this relationship's at. So yes, I think it can get better. Or it did get better. I want to come back. I feel like we are fated to be together. So if this is, again, long distance separation, or just you're literally not together yet, you're not like in a coupled relationship yet, this bee person is ready right now. So expect big unexpected changes, expect reappearances, ex coming back if they're an ex, strong intuition, surprise, communication, and visit. Yeah, this bee is coming in sharp, okay? Coming in randomly with big communication. Okay, so if you're the dolphin, be prepared for that. All right, just saying. Now, if the dolphin was 100% open and honest, and I just saw 444 on my camera timer, so for some of you that might be a message. 4 is the number of stability, so they might be coming in strong with an offer of stability. But anyways, what would the dolphin say if they were 100% open and honest about their feelings in this connection? Oh dear, okay. Good God Almighty. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. I'm trying to impress you. The dolphin's just showing off, trying to become their best version for the bee, going out of their way to clean and decorate and shower and dress in their best clothes. They're in that like giddy energy of just like trying to look good, trying to be good, trying to attract the bee. Not that they even have to, because the bee is already freaking turned on over the dolphin. But I will say, dolphin, if you're the dolphin and you're like trying to like dress really nice for the bee, they are definitely noticing. Okay, they are definitely noticing. And very turned on by that. Okay, I don't know what that's trying to say, but like if you like dressed in some special way recently or something for them, or like you posted something on social media in like a certain outfit, like this person noticed. They noticed. All right. We have the Judgment card coming out. I'm trying to make a decision about this connection. This is like the most mysterious card I wrote in this whole Oracle deck. Trying to make a decision about this connection. They want to change. They want a decision here. I think the dolphin person is starting to realize the potential this connection has to offer. Again, this relationship is about to change. This is like the 27th confirmation we had for that. So expect change soon. Addressing past issues is definitely going to come up in a conversation between the two of you. A spiritual awakening was triggered here for the dolphin. And again, possible reconciliation. Spirit is just saying in a million different ways, like, y'all, there's a very possible chance of getting back together or becoming together for the first time in this lifetime. Reconciling differences. If there was like some type of dumb argument, like we're reconciling that, coming back together, it's a very big possibility. I'm not going to sit here and say it's 100% going to happen. I'm just saying it's a huge possibility. Okay. We have another vibe of this whole reading. 8 of Pentacles. I'm willing to work on myself and this connection. Honestly, this is all you can ask for in a partner. The willingness to work on themselves and to work on the connection. Honestly, if I had to pick one trait out of all the traits to have in a partner, it would be this one. A willingness to work on the connection and themselves. The dolphin is trying to be the best version of themselves for the bee. They're wanting to work on us, work on the relationship, okay? I am a trustworthy person, they are saying to the bee. I am thinking about this connection from a logical standpoint. I'm improving education and career, improving relationship skills. Yeah, you're both in this, like I said earlier, both kind of look in your own ways, both in this energy of like self-development and bettering yourselves. Not necessarily for the connection, but kind of for the connection. Yeah, I think the love, the lust, the romance that was sparked here is what triggered this. I'm going to improve myself. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to, get my best self out there, because this connection happened. it triggered so much self-love within each other, which I think is really beautiful. I think that's a really beautiful type of connection. We have the Eight of Wands. I want to move forward with you. This person feels a lot of passion for the bee. Traveling to see each other. Again, there's that message if this is long distance. Texts, calls, and emails are a sign of interest. So if the dolphin has been texting, calling, emailing, and you're the bee and you're like, oh, do they like me? If they've been doing those things, obviously, dummy, like, come on. They wouldn't be talking to you if they weren't interested. Not to sound so aggressive. Communication, exclamation point. Expect forward momentum. I don't know how many words the tarot is and oracle are going to put, like, this is moving forward very soon. Like, they said it in a million different ways now. Okay. We have 2 more channeled messages from the dolphin. 10 of Wands. I am carrying so much stress, responsibility, and emotional baggage. I can't give you the attention you deserve. Yeah, this is that emotional baggage from the past that I really do think okay, so here's what's going to happen. I think the bee's going to open up about their feelings and stuff, and then the dolphin's going to open up about their past and about, you know, the pain that they've gone through, the stress. You know, this is work stress, lack of self-love they dealt with, so stressed they can barely focus on love, extreme stress, people pleaser, inability to say no, poor priorities, emotional baggage from the past. You know, all that stuff is stuff that the dolphin has dealt with. And also, in part, I think the bee has also dealt with some of those things. And I just feel like with the ask for help from others, the dolphin's going to open up about these issues with the bee, and it's really going to make the bee feel comfortable opening up about their issues that they haven't talked about as well. So there's like a heart-to-heart conversation going on here, is what I'm seeing, you know? And then the final channeled message is the 7 of Pentacles. I am trying everything I can to get this to work, but I am admittedly getting frustrated by the lack of progress. It feels like all work and no play. They're feeling restless. They want this to work. They've put so much work in already. They're just waiting for you for some reason. So I feel the dolphin is waiting for the bee to open up, and it's certainly happening very soon, okay? Certainly happening very soon. The dolphin will not have to wait very much longer, but they really just want to be in a healthy relationship with the bee. And this bee has so much love and sees so much potential here. And I'm getting a lot of mirroring going on here. You're both very similar, have gone through very similar life experiences. I think the dolphin does have a little bit more apprehension just because they've gone through so much in their life. And, you know, the reason why these, like, kind of, I don't know if this is going to work, you know, I'm so stressed, I don't know if I could give you the time you deserve, that's all coming from trauma. Okay, that's the emotional baggage they were talking about. And honestly, do not feel bad for having emotional baggage. You know, the older we get, we all get baggage. Okay, nobody's baggage free. All right, this isn't no, like, weirdo at the airport with no carry-ons. Like, like, everybody's got baggage. Okay, so don't feel bad about that, dolphin. The bee is going to be patient with you, and they're going to understand entirely. So thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how this resonated with you down below. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description. spiritpsychic.org, okay? And subscribe to the channel if you have not already. All right, bye. And last but not least, group number 4. Glad to have you here. You guys selected the selenite and the Navajo sandstone. So this selenite really represents just pure blessings, love, and good times being infused into this connection. And the Navajo sandstone is actually very great for harmonizing relationships and overcoming challenges, issues, and just it really spreads this calm, accepting energy into your relationship. So going from like relationship anxiety to just calm acceptance. So this is a really good stone for that if that's what you need right now in your life and in this relationship. So let's see what the cards have to say. The card that you selected here, which represents the overall lesson that this relationship is teaching you at this time and the overall energies that this relationship is going through at this time, is justice. Okay, so justice has everything to do with balance and blessings coming forward as a result of your hard work, as a result of being patient, as a result of putting in work towards yourself, okay? So it's kind of like reaping what you sow, but in a positive way. You know, if you choose to have positive thoughts and feelings about this connection, you will achieve positive outcomes in this connection. Now, if you choose to dwell in negative thinking and anxiety towards this connection and insecurity, then you will manifest that as well. So this card is kind of saying, it's giving me the vibe of like the ball's in your court spiritually, okay? Whatever outcome you want for this connection is possible. You just have to make sure that your energies are attuned to said outcome. Always remember that life is just a reflection of your own energies within. And so when you are keeping yourself, your mind at bay and peaceful and calm and loving, you will attract peaceful, calm, and loving relationships towards you, okay? So we have two sides here. We have person 1 and 2, and you might fall on one side and really resonate with that side, and the other person really resonates with the other side, or you might see a little bit of yourself and your person kind of in both piles here, and that is perfectly fine. It just means you're very telepathic with that person and probably mirroring each other, okay? Oftentimes there's some level of mirroring in connection, so don't be surprised if that happens. But overall, I just want you to listen to your intuition. You know, if you really feel like you're this person over here, then go with that. If you really feel like you're this person over here, go with that, okay? And if none of this resonates at all, that just means you selected the wrong pile, or you just might not have a message in today's video, okay? So person number 1 is being represented in this connection by the zebra. Okay, so this is someone who is very kind of out there, okay? This is a total original person. I love zebra spirits. I actually just dived deep and communicated with the zebra spirit for a personal reading that somebody bought a few weeks ago. So I took a shamanic journey to go see what their spirit animal was. It was the zebra spirit, which I've actually never connected with before. And so I had a lot of fun tuning into that zebra spirit and really understanding what zebra spirit is all about. And I have come to the conclusion that zebras in general, as well as their overall spirit as a species, has to do with pride. It has to do with being yourself and like literally not only like being immune to what society is telling them what to do, but going out of their way to, you know, be their own person and kind of turn their life into an art, you know? Zebra spirit also is very fun-loving with the people who are closest towards them. They have like this weird like they give off really good energy when it comes to children, which is interesting because you see a lot of stuffed animals, or at least I used to when I was younger, of zebras in like children's bedrooms and stuff. And I think that's interesting. Out of all the animals in the animal kingdom, why did they select zebras for that? And I think it's because their energy is very well adapted to children's energy. It's very pure, fun, lighthearted with the people they love most and with the people who understand them most. However, they're very standoffish and aggressive to anybody who tries to bother them or anybody who tries to get them to act a certain way. Unlike horses and donkeys and mules, zebras cannot be tamed at all. And I think that's very significant. Their whole spirit is all about just being their authentic self and not listening to what anybody has to say, not listening to what society has to say. Like they are 100% unique and they like to make their life an art. They like to dress a distinct way. They probably have a distinct style. They're a free thinking, independent person, which is amazing. And they're a free spirit, you know, they're not tied to any one place or thing. And if they are committed to someone or something, it's because they want it. So you can really tell if they're interested in this connection, if they're here and they're talking, you know, because this is not the type of person who would do anything that they don't want to do, you know. They're kind of a rebel in that way. So if they're here and they're engaging in the relationship, you know for a fact that they want to be here, okay? Now, the other person is being represented in this relationship by the vulture. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this is, first off, I'm just noting the darkness here. This is somebody who is, I don't know why, I'm getting like a cunning sense of humor, a connection with death in some way. I know that sounds dark, but hear me out. I actually, in relationships, tend to connect with people who have heavy death influences around them. And I know that sounds scary, but like what I mean by that is like, I think every person is made up of different energies. Like one person might have a lot of ocean energy within them. Another person might have a lot of angel energy. Someone else might have a lot of cat energy, maybe with a mix of fire, you know. There's fae energy, mermaid energy, earth energy, nymph energy. Like there's so many components that can make up a person's soul, right? And I think this person has some death energy around them, which is all about transformation and ending one chapter, beginning another. And people with a lot of death energy within them go through these massive changes in their life, like day and night changes in their life, you know? For example, they might, I always use this example, I don't know why, they might like lose a drastic amount of weight at some point in their life, and it completely shifts the way their body works and how they view themselves, and you know, they go through this massive transformation. Or, you know, they might go from someone who's really depressed and really uninterested in life and really, you know, drag themselves out of that depression tooth and nail and develop really healthy, happy coping mechanisms and lifestyle choices for themselves. So this person has a lot of transformation all up in their spirit. Also, I don't know why I feel guided to say this, they might experience a lot of paranormal activities. Like, yeah, we're talking haunted house stuff out here. They might be interested in that, or they might just have like a darker aesthetic I'm seeing. Like I'm getting this vision of like, I don't know why England is coming to mind. Maybe they're from England or they're really into like English culture, but not like specifically English, like high class culture, but like more so like the punky, edgy type of vibe here. They might wear darker clothing. They might, I don't know, they just have like an edge to them, like a depth, a mystery. That's really interesting. And, you know, I think it actually, these two people complement each other. Because here's the thing. I feel like the zebra person definitely is quite loud with their appearance. You know, they might paint the walls of their house very, like, obnoxiously, but beautifully, you know, because they have fine taste. Okay. They might have, like, dyed hair and, like, fun clothes and jewelry and stuff. Or, you know, whatever. They have, like, a very bright, loud outer appearance. And then the vulture is like the complete opposite in terms of appearance. You know, they dress very posh, very dark, maybe a bit grungy and punk-like. You know, there's kind of like this moody aesthetic about them. If they have an Instagram, they might use the moody filters, or if they're like a photographer, they might really be into that underexposed moodiness. We're getting real specific now. Anyways, but so they, on the surface, they look completely different aesthetically, but these two people get along so well, and look, they're even like kind of facing each other because they are both rebels to society. The zebra person cannot be tamed. They will not be tamed. And they go out of their way to really like not listen to anything the Matrix is saying, anything society is saying. They question everything. And the vulture does the same exact thing. They're just like, I am my own free person. I fly alone. Like, I am not conforming to what all these other birdies are doing out here, you know? So these are two very independent thinkers. I want to say very like, I get progressive vibes from them. And they're very like awake to the deeper problems in society. These two people are very intelligent. Like they're giving me this energy of just being aware of what's going on in the world and being aware of how certain groups of people are trying to control other groups of people through like thought control and algorithms and things like that. Like these two people, it's not that they're paranoid, it's just that they're aware of how sometimes these very rich, higher up people are trying to turn society into the perfect consumer, the perfect, you know, worker, and really feed into that system. And they make it a point in their life to not feed into that system, you know? Let's live life how it's meant to be lived, as art, as love, as beauty. So these two people are awesome together. I really like this, and I like that they're not exactly 100% similar. I think they balance each other out like aesthetically, but like deep underneath all the aesthetics, they are very, very similar. So that's really interesting. And they both have like this sass about them. Like if you mess with me, I'm messing with you, you know? And if you touch my zebra, I'm you know, they're protective over each other, and they're both very like sassy. You guys might get along because in flirting, you might just kind of like jokingly like make fun of each other, not in like a harsh way, but just in like a very flirtatious way. Okay, so let's dive further into this. So as of right now, you might not even know which one you are and which one the other person is, so hopefully we'll get more clarifications. So the energy that the zebra person is bringing into this connection is goddess of the moon, door to personal healing and happiness in reversed, and woman holding a heart in reversed. So I'm gonna be honest. With Goddess of the Moon, the Zebra person is very intuitive, probably psychic, okay? I'm definitely getting some psychic energy from both of you, honestly, because you're just very aware of the unspoken things in society and things like that. And I think that in and of itself is a form of like being tuned in and connected to the higher energy sources and, you know, the unseen realms, okay? However, we do have Jorda, personal healing and happiness reversed, woman holding a heart in reversed. So this person is giving me very confused energy when it comes to what they want in relationships, you know? I feel like they kind of view themselves as like this individual, and they just don't really know what they want. They're not being very clear with their intentions, like, okay, well, do you want a long-term relationship? Do you want to be single? Do you want to, like, what do you want in your future? They're just like, oh, I don't know, which is very frustrating. And, you know, it's kind of muddled. They're somebody who usually almost always goes with the flow of their intuition, their feelings, and their creativity, okay? I'm not going to say that they don't have any logic, because, you know, everyone has logic. Well, at least most of us do. But it's just more so they're more comfortable operating out of this sense of just like seeing where it goes, following this intuitive nudge, and stuff like that. So I don't think they realize, though, that it needs to be balanced sometimes. Like, yes, it's okay to like operate out of your intuition and see where things go. However, it's best to take that approach after you set your seeds of intention, you know? I think the Zebra is very trusting of the universe and where it's taking them. But I think the negative side of that is that they don't realize that they are co-creating with the universe, meaning that the universe wants them to make a decision on what they want for their future. Okay, tell me what you want. Because, you know, you're the one living in your shoes, Zebra. You know, you're the only one living in your shoes. So what do you want? What do you want your future to look like? And then the universe will work with them to offer that future or even something better or something that they need in order to be better. And, you know, and it's from that point that they should follow their intuition and their feelings and stuff. However, they never really set that intention. Like, I'm not getting any clear intention from them. They're just kind of seeing where everything goes in life. And honestly, it feels like they're taking the back seat in their life a little bit. Just kind of like, oh, I trust the universe. You know, I trust that they're taking me wherever I need to go. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I get that. But like, what do you want? What do you want, Zebra? Please tell me. That's what the universe is saying. There's tons of opportunities here for healing, for happiness, for love, for, you know, the life that you want. But like, because you're not setting any intentions, like you're just not walking through that door. You know, it's just overwhelming. Like, there's so many options in your life and you're just not making any decision. Okay, and I think that's causing some emotional confusion and overwhelm for them as well, because woman holding a heart in reverse is really showing just like really being confused about emotions, emotional overwhelm. Like, there's love, there's anxiety, there's you know, all this stuff going on. This person might also be under the influence of an emotionally manipulative person, possibly a woman or feminine person, okay? Or like they might just be getting some really bad advice when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? Or they might have a friend around them who is just somebody who's always really jealous and very insecure, and that friend might say things like so for example, if the Zebra's a female in a heterosexual relationship, their friend might be like, oh, well, all men suck, and like, oh, all men are cheating, lying, stealing, whatever. You should be careful of that vulture because they might do, like, they're planting negative energy into their heart, which is really emotionally confusing them. Okay, woman holding a heart in reverse shows somebody who would have just the purest love for the vulture. It's being confused, okay, because their heart is saying yes, but then there's some type of other influence here that is confusing them. And I think these influences are negative people around them, whether it's like a friend or a family member, something like that. You know, I just think it's really confusing them, and they need to set some intentions here, okay? But otherwise, they are very intuitive, and they are here in this connection because their intuition told them to be here, which I think is beautiful. So there's that. Let's take a look into the vulture's energy now. We have Angel of Balance, Envy, and Caring Connections in reverse. Okay. Wow. So let's just, talk about this one because this one's kind of scary, right? This is really showing, a would-be caring connection, but there is some issues here. And oftentimes this does indicate some type of separation or not like being together or just like, I think I'm getting some confusion from the vulture. Like the vulture's like trying to stare very deeply at the zebra and they're just like, where are they wanting to take this? I'm confused, And they're trying to remain balanced and level headed, but I think they can't help but kind of feel jealous at times or like, I don't know, feel kind of unimportant to the zebra because this vulture is just like, well, I know exactly what I want with you. And you're just like going with the flow or whatever, not giving me any clear indications on where this is going. And I think that kind of plants a negative seed of energy in the vulture, which causes them to act out in ways which they wouldn't normally act out, like being jealous, like what? And like contemplating whether, this is even worth it. But, they're trying to temper out their emotions and remain level headed. Because I think normally they're a very level headed person, very logical thinking. But I think the zebra's lack of clarity for what they want in the future of this connection is really planting like a dark seed in the vulture, which creates this kind of negative, envious energy like, oh, do you not want anything with me because you have something with someone else, or like, I don't know. And it's very out of character for the vulture, which is normally a very mature, level-headed person, okay? So that is interesting. Also, I get the vibe from this that the vulture person might think that the zebra is, I don't want to say immature, but like the zebra person definitely gives me like Sagittarius vibes. I don't know why. Sagittarius vibes to me are like just kind of going with the flow of life, like bumbling around, exploring, learning, but like not really being tied to any one person, place, or thing. And, I think the zebra person might have low key some commitment issues or just issues with being very structured and logical. They might even have like a bit of a messy house, or if it's clean, they might be like a maximalist with their decor. I don't know. And the vulture is just like, yeah, I need a clearly defined thing here because when it's not clearly defined for me, it's like hard to be free. So we have two very free spirits here, but the zebra is free by like, not tying themselves to any one place or thing. And then the vulture is free by knowing exactly where they stand with everyone and everything in their life and having the freedom to choose who is in their life and who is not in their life. So they go about their freedom in a different way. So yeah, we do see a problem here. Not gonna lie, I don't sugarcoat readings. If any tarot reader or oracle reader came out having the Caring Connections card in reversed and Woman Holding a Heart in reversed and said, oh yeah, you're gonna, be in love forever and everything's perfect, like no, just don't trust them because these cards are indicating some type of issue. Now, I do want to clarify though, there are feelings here. Otherwise, these cards wouldn't even come out. This vulture person definitely wants a nice connection with the zebra, committed and together. And the zebra person definitely has a lot of love here. Big old heart for the vulture. It's just a matter of coming together with those energies. So, let's get further into this, shall we? Let's take a look at the zebra's tarot cards, and we'll get into these oracle in a bit. By the way, at the end of all this, we are going to do some channeled messages, like fully directly explaining each other's feelings towards each other, so stay tuned. We have the Devil reversed coming out for the zebra. Well, at least it's in reversed. We have the Lovers. Okay. Four of Swords. Temperance. Oh my. Judgment reversed. This is an intense spread, guys. 5 cards. 4 of them are major arcana. That is significant. Okay, very significant. So let's talk about it, shall we? The Devil reversed here is showing the zebra person is needing to break out of some more toxic or negative ways of dealing with relationships. This could also be lifestyle as well. So the Devil upright can represent addictions, codependency, being like a slave to a job, just that toxic stuff where you feel like you're just stuck in this pattern, but you're really not. They're learning how to break out of that and become their own free person, right? Sometimes I think that the zebra might also take their sense of individuality to an extreme where, because like so I started reading the devil a little bit differently. So like you think of the devil in like Christianity and it's just like this forbidden thing, this forbidden spirit. But then you look at like everybody who ends up with the devil and it's like people who like genuinely enjoy their life. Like people who love, having sex and drinking alcohol once in a while and, having a good time. Like there's so many, like if you took every single Christian or any religion for that matter and, took a list of all the things you have to do to, not make it to heaven or whatever, a lot of those things are kind of stupid, and very natural, like having sex or, I don't know, having colored hair, I don't know, tattoos. So sometimes they kind of push that to an extreme and turn themselves into this person who, it's almost like a rebel without a cause energy I'm getting from them. Like, oh, you're going to tell me to wake up at 8 a.m.? Well, just because you said that I'm waking up at 10 a.m., And they're starting to break out of that way of thinking. I feel like they approach their relationships from this perspective as well. Like, I will not have a normal relationship. I will not tie myself down to anyone. Like, I'm not getting married or something. Like, they might be that type of person. Like, marriage and monogamy is for losers. And there's nothing wrong with having these mindsets, by the way. And by the way, I am not monogamous as well. So I'm not, hating on not monogamous people because I'm one of you. But it's just, I see that they're like kind of starting to break out of that, okay? Break out of that rebel without a cause way of thinking. That's just serves no purpose. Then we have the Lovers here, which is very interesting. So this is a very big card. This is showing, and also with Judgment in reverse, they are really wanting to make a huge decision when it comes to this connection. They view the Vulture definitely as a soulmate, twin flame, karmic lover, something of that nature, something divinely sent and coordinated that has helped them break out of the negative patterns in their life, okay? So they love the Vulture for the fact that they themselves have gone through so much change as a result of meeting them. They themselves have broke out of some really negative patterns as a result of meeting this Vulture. Okay, and they're grateful for that. However, the Judgment card in reversed tends to come out when something from the past is, coming back, like this could be an ex. If you guys are in separation, like maybe the Vulture's coming back and saying, oh, should we try again? Should we try again? Judgment card in reversed is saying, no, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to try again. But I do respect the relationship and all that has helped me here. Oof. I am getting such a confusing energy from the zebra, guys. Such a confusing energy. And if you're the Vulture, I feel your pain. If you're the zebra, I don't mean to judge you, but like they're giving me different messages. This is showing me that they have not made a decision about this connection yet. Because on one hand, we have the Lovers like, oh yeah, I choose to be with you. But then on the other hand, we have Judgment reversed, which is like, no, I don't want to be with you. They haven't made a decision about this connection yet. Which is clarified by the Four of Swords. This is sitting on a decision, resting, taking no action right now, just trying to remain stable and balanced. With Temperance card here, they're trying to keep one foot firmly planted on reality and another, dipping the toes into the emotional waters of this connection. And this is also showing this zebra person has a lot of emotions towards this connection. Lots of like overwhelming love that they aren't expressing fully, which is why it's just becoming so much to deal with. Also, I feel that they have some stuff going on in their personal life, specifically regarding friends or family. Okay, there's some type of drama there, some type of changes there, and that's taking up a lot of their time right now. okay? Like, I feel they might be dealing with like a toxic family member or friend, and it's just kind of that's where their focus is going right now. It's skewing things up, and like emotions are so high across the board in their life that they might be coming off really chaotically to the vulture at this time because there's just so much going on in their life right now. And I think the zebra person would very much benefit from, minimalizing. Listen to the song. If you're the zebra, listen to the song Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. That just popped in my head. It's all about just simplifying your life, being very plain, clear with intentions. And when you just are a simple person, you just don't strive for drama or all this unnecessary BS. That's when you can be the most at peace, right? There's so much energy all around the zebra. It's like getting in the way of this connection almost. Okay, so they need to learn how to. Well, I don't think they need to learn. I think they need to like let some stuff go, let some energies go. Heal, rest, relax, and just get rid of all the noise, all the drama that's going on in their life. There's just so much major life lessons the zebra's going through right now. With the devil reversed, they're letting go of codependency, addiction, negative habits that have been repeating their whole life. With the lovers, they are tuning into love and deeper connection and like how to be, a perfect partner and lover. With temperance, they're learning how to temper out their own emotions, take care of their mental health, physical health. With judgment reversed, they're learning how to let go of the past fully and not keep bringing it back up, okay? So there's just a lot of major life lessons going on for them. So there's that. Let's take a look at the vulture. Chariot. Justice. Okay. Queen of Cups. Page of Swords, and the Knight of Cups reversed. I think that this vulture person is very much ready to embrace this relationship, to give it their all with the Queen of Cups, to nurture it, to love it, to open up to it. The Justice card upright is showing that they're trying to be fair in this connection and, give the zebra a fair chance. They want to move forward here out of the comfort zone and into the future. Page of Swords, they're trying to open up more communication and direction in this relationship, but then we end up with the Knight of Cups, which I feel that they're viewing the zebra as the Knight of Cups in reversed, which is somebody who's very romantic, creative, emotional, psychic, sensitive. But do they have the lifestyle, the maturity, the availability to have something more serious? Or is this just like a passing dating fling? So Knight of Cups in reversed really shows me, somebody who you might date for a few weeks or a few months, but then, it doesn't work out for whatever reason. This person, might be into the thrill of new romance, but they don't have what it takes to really like sit through and work through the harder stuff. Or, maybe they just don't have the availability in their life. But the vulture's coming out as the Queen of Cups. Like, they want that super long-term serious thing with the zebra person. They are just like a little bit unsure if they can offer that at this time. Wow. I think the vulture person is very trustworthy, communicative here. They just want clear direction and communication, and I feel like the zebra can't offer that right now. So it is a little bit frustrating. Okay, so let's take another look at the zebra. Their cards here from Angels are No Need to Worry and No with an exclamation point. That is significant. With the No with the exclamation point and Judgment in reversed, this is like the phrase, it's a no from me, just came into my mind. Let's see what this card says. That's what it looks like. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. There's no doubt about it. The zebra loves the vulture person, but there's something here with the devil reversed, with judgment reversed. If this is a separation, you guys are not talking to each other, you broke up, this is an ex, the zebra person in this connection is wanting to leave it in the past. They do not want to get back together. And that might be hard for some of you to hear, but I'm just saying. Okay, just saying. Maybe this is you and you don't want to get back with this person, all right? Maybe that makes sense. But there's just something about the past holding this person back from having a healthy relationship with the vulture. They could even have like an ex or something that they haven't fully let go of. If it resonates, if this doesn't resonate, do not force it, okay? Maybe it is their childhood and the way they were raised and their attachment style that's holding them back from opening up and being, healthy here. But the zebra has a lot of inner healing work to do before they are ready for something more serious here. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing, to be honest. Okay, we have compromise. And yes, with an exclamation point. Oh, dear God. Oh my gosh. You see how different this is? They have the no with the exclamation point. They have yes with an exclamation point. And in this deck, they do have the regular yes and no, like lowercase, no exclamation point. But this is like a big no, and this is a big yes. So I wonder if this is an unrequited love situation where the vulture is saying yes to the relationship, like look at how intently they're looking at them too, saying yes to the relationship, like I want to move things forward, and then the vulture is just giving them nothing to work with. No thing to work with. This is the artwork for the vulture, and it says, "My beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends time and space. Nothing is missing." Yeah, many of you, this is a separation already. Okay? This is a separation already. Or maybe you just never even got together because the zebra person here has given them no clear indication of what they want. Okay, we're going to look at these middle cards and then we're going to get very specific feelings for each other. So Mama Moon is going to tell us what's going to happen next in this connection. And we have the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. This has been a message throughout this whole reading with the Justice card coming out twice here. That card always says to me, like, your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to reap what you sow. So that is interesting. Take that however it resonates. We have from the Romance Angels chemistry, there is a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, there is. I definitely see there's so much similarity here. And I am also getting that you're both very physically attracted to each other. We have pay attention to the red flags. And I really want to say that to if you're the vulture watching, this card's for you, okay? No offense if you're the zebra person watching. Well, actually, if you are the zebra person, are you even interested in this person? Because I'm honestly, like, I do see the lovers here. Obviously, we see woman holding a heart. I feel your feelings you have for this person, but, like, are there people in your life who are planting negativity in your mind about this connection and making you see red flags where red flags may not even exist? We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is a really confusing situation you found yourself in. This is a situation where I just don't... I think there's a little bit of toxicity coming from both people. Because the vulture person, they do have like this envy. And you know what? This actually, you might consider this a twin flame situation. Because I'm getting like the vulture person actually might be a little bit more clingy. And the zebra person might be a little bit more, avoidant. And both of those things are equally a problem, right? So if you want this relationship to work, or if you want your love life to thrive with or without this person, we need to take the advice from the Devil reversed and break out of that, okay? So the vulture person should really work on their own self-love and overcoming their own jealousy issues and, enjoying their present moment very fully with or without the zebra, okay? Don't neglect your friendships is what I would say. Don't neglect your other hobbies and career and, life that you have for yourself. And then my advice to the zebra person here would be to get very clear about what you want in this connection and what you want in your life, okay? You're co-creating your reality, and going with the flow and never setting your intentions not only is wasting your own time in life, but it's wasting other people's time in life, okay? Especially relationships where somebody already knows exactly what they want with you. And you're just like, oh no, I don't know what I want, like, back and forth energy. That is really annoying for other people to deal with. Honestly. Okay, I don't know. I feel like I'm reading so harshly today for you guys, which is very unnatural for me. So I'm sorry. Your spirit guides must be like very tough love type of guides. But yeah, there's definitely some more there's some issues in this connection for sure, okay? But that's not the point of this reading. We are here to see each other's feelings for each other, so let's get into that. Hopefully this will clarify things a bit. So if the zebra person was absolutely 100% honest about their feelings to the vulture person, what would they say? I just got the message, guys, with the yes and the no. You guys may be mirroring each other, and you might feel at times in this connection, you're like, yes, absolutely, I want to be with this person, like, let's keep going. And then you do this dramatic mood swing, and then it's like, no, this is not going to work out, this is going to be toxic. And you keep going back and forth in this, like, toxic circle of, like, rejecting and accepting. And it needs to end. Your spirit guides are saying this cycle needs to end, okay? What's it going to be? Like, let's get very clear here. Very simple. But anyways, that was a lot of cards. Let's get focused again. What is the zebra's very true feelings for the vulture when it comes to this connection? Let's get some clarity. And then we'll do it the other way around, okay? Okay. We have, of course, the Seven of Swords. This is a tough one, guys. My intentions aren't pure. I want to take more than I give. I play games because I don't view this as serious. If you want a fun time, I'm your person. We saw deception. We saw, red flags. We saw them saying a big no. With the Lovers card, this can even just be like sex. Okay, with the Devil card, like we mentioned, sex. All right? But Judgment reversed is saying like, no, I don't want a relationship. If you're the vulture or if you're the zebra, did the zebra person in this connection literally say that they don't want a relationship or they're not ready for that or they don't know what they want? If you're the vulture person here, I need you to listen to what they're saying and trust what they're saying, okay? When someone says, I don't know if I want a relationship, listen to that, okay? Listen to that. Don't try to change them. I feel that the vulture is like low key, like kind of just waiting for the zebra person to change their mind here. But this is clarification that the zebra person does not view this connection as serious or important to them. Okay, I don't see any, I'm just being honest, I don't see intentions on their behalf to take this any further. Okay, and if that resonates, take it. If this doesn't resonate and you're like getting overwhelmed right now, stop watching. I don't want to ruin your day. I don't want to ruin your mental health, okay? Don't force it to resonate if it doesn't resonate. We have the High Priestess, which is kind of coming out again because the Moon Goddess card back here is kind of the High Priestess. I feel our relationship in the 5D. I acknowledge there's a deeper spiritual meaning to this connection. Now, I know this is in stark contrast to what we just said, but I do want to mention the zebra person did give off that psychic energy, and you can be very telepathic. You can have psychic dreams about each other. Understand that this is a soulmate karmic twin flame situation. Keep feelings a secret and talk to each other in daydreams. This person does all that. And, if you're the vulture, you probably do have this telepathic connection. But that does not mean that they want something more committed and serious, They have a lot of connections like that. We have the Ace of Swords. I want to talk things through and figure out where this is going because I love you. Yeah. They think that right now, ooh, you know what? I was just looking at this card, and it says, look deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. This person is confusing the vulture because deep within their soul and their heart, they do have so much love for the vulture. And there's like this very 5D relationship going on here where the zebra is just absolutely in love with and telepathic with the vulture. And that is really confusing for the vulture because on the 5D in like the psychic energetic realms, they feel the zebra's love. But then on the surface, in the 3D, in the physical, what are they seeing? They're seeing somebody who's saying no to the relationship. They're seeing somebody who is not being consistent. And that's what's really confusing the vulture, who's normally very logical, level-headed, and making them like kind of question everything and be a little envious and like just bring up this negative stuff. But with the Ace of Swords, I want to talk things through and figure out where this is going because I love you. There might be some direct and clearer communication coming in this connection from the zebra. Especially if you're the zebra watching, it will definitely change the direction of this relationship if you kind of decide what you want and talk about it. Okay? And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. 2 aces, the High Priestess, and 7 swords. You meet all of my wants and needs. You offer more than I could ever hope for. I feel fortunate to know you. So they do feel very grateful for this connection, and they do really enjoy the vulture's energy, and they have fun with the vulture is what I really want to say. Especially if we go back here, they get amusement and pleasure out of this relationship. And look, it says will not be honest about intentions. And it says if you just want a fun time, I'm your person. The zebra has a lot of fun with the vulture, and they really enjoy their company and their presence in their life. You know, they do get good feelings out of it. But I just don't see the zebra person truly being honest with their intentions or even setting intentions here, which is very frustrating. So let's see what the vulture person would say to the zebra if they were honest about all of their feelings in this connection. Sorry, you guys, that this is a bit of a negative reading. I was not expecting this today. Oh, we had some flip over. Okay. Wait, was there another one that flipped over? Let's see. No, I don't think there was. Okay. So we have the 6 of Wands. I've been checking you out for a while, and I'm ready to share my feelings. They think that the zebra is really cool. There's definitely some stalking going on of social media and admiring the zebra from afar. Yeah, the vulture person here is really into the zebra, and like I definitely do see this vision of them kind of like checking out their social media and seeing what they're up to. Oh, okay. I'm getting some feelings that are very hard to deal with. 9 of Wands. I'm scared of getting hurt again. That's why I have my walls up. Yeah. This vulture is no idiot, okay? They are not an idiot. They recognize the red flags in this relationship. They don't want to get hurt again. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 of Swords. Cheating, betrayal, and heartbreak has destroyed my ability to love right now. This vulture is really hurting, guys. Really hurting. I do feel like they really had intense love for the zebra, and it was just feelings disappointed, unreciprocated. Well, it's not that they were unreciprocated, because this person does have a lot of love, but the zebra, for whatever reason, is trying to make it seem like those feelings are unreciprocated, which is dumb. It's just dumb. 5 of Cups. I'm so haunted by my past, I can't see what we have in the present. These are really dark cards, guys. These all have to do with the past, being hurt. I feel that the zebra hurt the vulture by not setting clear intentions. The vulture might feel a bit used in this connection where they had so many feelings here. They said yes to the connection, and the zebra said no. Whew. We have Temperance, which is coming out for the second time. I have so many emotions for you. It's hard to hold it together. I try to remain calm and unbothered on the surface. And then we have Knight of Cups. Again, I want to impress you so bad. I find it hard to just show you the real me. There is a lot to work through in this connection if it's going to work out. I feel that both parties are kind of wearing a mask here. You know, I feel like the vulture person showed up authentically in the beginning of this relationship, but then when they noticed that the zebra person was kind of like holding back their feelings a bit, kind of commitment issues type of energy, that's when the vulture person was then like okay, well, I'm just gonna play it cool now. Like, I'm not gonna show all my emotions because I don't want to come off as the crazy clingy one. I feel like this relationship is making the vulture person feel a little bit crazy because they're starting to question, like, am I like super clingy? And now that I'm thinking about it, they might not even be a clingy person. It just might be that the zebra person is a little bit avoidant. You know, being secure, clingy, whatever, anxious in a relationship with a withdrawn person will make you feel clingy. You know, because it's just like, I'm showing up authentically, I'm setting my intentions, I'm showing my feelings, but this person isn't. They're distancing themselves, and then it makes you feel like, oh, well, did I weird them out? Like, did I do something wrong? Am I being too much? Oh man. And I wonder if the vulture person attracted this relationship into their life because they still have so much heartbreak from the past lingering in them, like cheating, betrayal, heartbreak, haunted by the past, scared of getting hurt again, and all that fear is still there, which is why their energy is so dark. And, again, life is a reflection of the energy that you carry. So they attracted this person who kind of is the personification of their heartbreak. Or maybe this person did break their heart. I am not seeing you guys together. Honestly, I feel almost all of you are in separation with this person. Oof. It's hard. This is a hard reading to do. Hi, Group 4. It's Laura from the future. So, your last 10 seconds of your reading did not record because my battery died, but I was just about done your reading anyways. I am sending you so much love and support. You're definitely in a difficult situation and you just deserve the best. You deserve somebody who is going to love you the same way that you love them. You deserve somebody who understands you. You deserve somebody who vibrates at the same frequency as you and just gets you. So I'm sending you all my love, all my light. Go ahead and like this video. Comment how it resonated with you down below. I'd love to hear who this person is to you, your story, and if you would like to subscribe, I mean, God bless you. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye.